Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome to all signs, what to expect in love during this new moon Aries, right? This weekend. So I'm going to take a look at what to expect in love. And of course, I look at every zodiac sign for you. If you don't hear your zodiac call during the reading, which I don't. Whoa, what is up? Whoa. In a world, Mercury retrograde. Guys, bear with me. Mercury retrograde, Mercury ruled. All right, so back to the program. All right, every zodiac sign, Aries through Pisces. I start from Aries, go to Pisces. And for each zodiac sign, I do Aries through Pisces for you. So when I'm doing the reading, I don't necessarily call out all the zodiac signs. That's impossible for everybody to resonate with the signs. So I do an individual for you at the end of each reading. All right. And so I do want to congratulate. I did pick a winner to Agnes for the winner of Happy Birthday Pisces. So congratulations. I will post it on the community tab so that you will see it. All you have to do is email me your question and I will send you a read-in. And don't forget, it's Aries now. So if you want to win a personal reading this month, just say happy birthday to Aries under any video. So congratulations to Agnes. You are the winner. All right. So let's get this show going. Hello, everybody. Hello, Nona. Hello, Michelle. Hello, that Nana. Sorry, my eyes. Hello, Wendy, Angel, and we have Javeria. Hello, what's up? Happy Friday. So let's take a look. Let's get going here. We got Aries. Don't forget I'm doing super chats after this. So if you do want to get a personal reading, it is pinned to the comment section here. You can go ahead and get in line. I'm doing personal readings at 4 o'clock. So the list is up. If you want a question, you got a burning question you want to know for this weekend, hang on with me, hang out with me at 4 p.m. All right, so let's do this. We got Aries. Happy birthday. All right, Aries. This is your new moon. I'm liking this energy right now. All right. So far, so good. So far, so good. So let's see you, what your challenges, the love of the person that's on your mind, and what to expect with this eclipse, new moon, and what does Spirit want you to do regarding this situation so that you can hopefully get the outcome that you're looking for. All right, let's see. I'm going to put this up and this and wait a minute, this. Aries. Aries, what does Aries need to know about this weekend? And happy birthday to those of you who are celebrating one. We got the 9 of Pentacles right here at the bottom of the deck. So let's see you. The Star card, so hopeful, just wishing, so it's almost like you're blowing out your candles and wishing for your person to... What is going on here? I want this to be on the other side. This is like a lot of technical difficulties here today. What's the challenge? The 9 of Wands. Your person, the 4 of Pentacles. No wonder. What to expect, though? You got Page of Pentacles. So some of you get in that message you're looking for this weekend. Or, remember, the eclipse and the new moon plays out. So don't get so hyper-focused on time. It could be the next couple of days, before, after. So what to expect? But advice for you, the Fool card. All right, act like you don't give a shit. Right? And the outcome this weekend is the 3 of Wands. So it looks like you're headed for success when it comes to the person that's on your mind, right? We have the Star card, you are like on your mind. You're like, come on, but really it's stressing you out. The challenge is this sense of urgency that you have. You gotta like tap into that, Aries. I love you. I love my fire signs, but sometimes it's like when you think you got to have something right now, you get so hyper focused on it that it makes it more intense, and then it makes it so you have to have it more, and it's really weighing on you. So you have a person here that you're dealing with that doesn't like to give up too soon or give out too easily, right? It's like they get stuck in their own ways, or they, they're kind of like slow to make a move and kind of a stubborn energy. You can see that here between you and this person. Seems like you've been down this road before with this person. It's like, hello, I'm knocking at your door, and you got the Page of Pentacles coming in. So here's somebody saying, communicating with you what to expect. Right. But I do not like, right, that energy here, because it almost feels like you've got to, it's like pulling tooth and nails right out of whatever that saying is, to get somebody to finally move their butt or to communicate with you. And you have a lot of faith in this connection with this person. It's like, regardless of what you've been through with this person, you're still holding on to them. They give you some sense of security. They usually are there. They follow through after a while, maybe after you knock on their head a couple times, on their door, whatever. But they got a stingy attitude. They have an attitude of, they get either hurt quick or sensitive, or they just get hyper focused on what they need, what they want, and they pull away and they leave you hanging. Right. And so I've got here, what Spirit wants you to do is not give a shit, right? Act like you don't give a shit. That's like the best advice you could get for any kind of situation right now. You can't let something hang over. This is surrender, let go, and just say, you know what? Because this person's coming back in. Right? You've got a tight grasp on them, and you've dealt with this pattern before. Whether with this person or somebody else, so you know what to expect. You're not, you're pretty damn smart. You know what to expect here. All right. So we do see the possible outcome for you this weekend or during this new moon is, see an improvement, right? It's like, hey, can I figure out, it feels like there is some sense of, beginning point here, even though the Four of Pentacles is here. This person has like a little bit of an attitude about how they want things done or how they do things. They don't just kind of go with the flow too easily, but it does feel as though you are building some sort of future with this person, especially with this card here. You may see progress moving out this week. You might connect with this person a little bit more. You may be making plans with them for the future here with this Page of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. It looks as though, you guys are both kind of, coming to some sort of agreement here that let's move forward. Let's see where things go. So this could actually be just a date, going out, hanging out with that energy. But the Fool card really is asking you, you've got to act like, you know what, it is what it is. I'm going out with or without you, because that energy is going to get this person to question whether or not that they're being, they need to move their butt, right? Because the Four of Pentacles, this person may start to open up a little bit more. And if you've been down this path couple times, like, you've already know, so why stress out about it this much? So it does show here that you're getting some sort of wish granted. I do see an Aquarius here. Right? And you do have the Fool energy, which always reminds me of you, but it's also Aquarius energy, Uranus energy. And we have the Page of Pentacles, so that could be an earthy energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But I will look at the person that is on your mind right now, and I'll see you and what to expect from them for this new moon energy. All right, and the overall energy, the Temperance card, you get the Temperance there, it could be Sag, but you have the Nine of Pentacles, which tells me that you definitely got, it's on your side, the ball's in your court, you're looking good, and that's a card of success, things turning out in your favor this weekend when it comes to the person that's on your mind. So let's roll with this, and what deck do I want to use? I think I want to use this one here for this part of the reading. Let's see Aries through Pisces for you. Lessons. Good morning. All right. All right. Aries. What does Aries need to know for the person on their mind? Aries through Pisces. All right, so you connected to an Aries. Oh, you got the Fool card again. Look at that synchronicity, Aries. That's your energy too. The Moon card. Don't sweat it. All right, Aries. Look at the Nine of Wands. This is a different deck. Look at you. You've been down. I love synchronicities. You've been down this path before, especially with another Aries. All right. Like you're making something, you got this urgent energy, like you got to make something happen, or, it just feels like something's wearing you out so much and you've got to make it happen. And this is let go of that. It will happen. All right. You got the 7 of Cups. There's many possibilities here. All right. And you do have you and an Aries kind of like making, you guys see possibilities here, but there is something that keeps coming up in this relationship between you and another Aries that holds you back, right? It's maybe the uncertainty of where things are going. And maybe, we just need to kind of hang on there with that Page of Pentacles and take it slow. All right. So we have Taurus. You have the Justice card, all right? And you have the Judgment card with Taurus. So it looks like you and Taurus making amends this weekend, all right? Or making amends whenever you get this, all right? So that's a good energy. It seems like I want things to work out. I want to make things right. I want to see where things go. Can we just kind of clear the plate and move forward? Gemini, you have the Page of Cups, all right? And the 3 of Wands. So it looks like you and a Gemini are basically moving in the same direction. You guys may receive messages from them opening up to you, and you guys figuring out, hey, we really want to get together and see where things go. So that shows a lot of movement right there with your Gemini. Cancer, the 3 of Swords in reverse and the 4 of Pentacles. All right, so we do see a possible reconciliation with the Cancer. There's that 4 of Pentacles. You got somebody here that's afraid to open their heart, right? Or it's hard to open their heart. And the 3 of Swords in reverse, though, if you guys have just gone through some separation, can say that you guys are coming back together to heal things or work things out. Leo, the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Devil card. All right. So you're playing around with the player and you know it. All right. So if that's your Leo, you got to deal with it the way you want to deal with it. But the Devil card and the Knight of Cups in reverse is somebody here that doesn't know how to love, doesn't know how to open up, and is basically, just kind of playing or holding back and playing the field, right? Because that can be that energy there. Virgo, the 7 of Wands and the 2 of Cups. Looks like you and Virgo will figure it out. You guys will push through any drama, dilemma, or anything. So Virgo not giving up on this connection. Libra, 7 of Swords and 7 of Pentacles. You got some thinking to do when it comes to a Libra. You got the 7 of Swords. You can't trust them, or they're hiding something from you, or they keep sneaking around, or whatever that 7 of Swords is, right? But the 7 of Pentacles tells me you know what it is, right? So you have to make a decision if you want to move forward. Scorpio, 4 of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Things looking really good with a Scorpio, right? Scorpio is very attracted to you. Right? It seems as though you guys might end up in a commitment, a very solid commitment together. Sagittarius, 6 of Cups. You, the 8 of Cups. You may be feeling like you're ready to move on from your Sagittarius, but it looks like as you're moving on, a Sagittarius is moving in, reaching out to you, wanting to connect with you. Capricorn, 5 of Cups. The Star card. So you got a Capricorn really thinking, missing you, feeling bad for something that happened. It looks like you could have a reconciliation if you've been separated from a Capricorn, Scorpio, such Capricorn. It looks like they're coming in, but they are feeling pretty guilty or bad about something. Aquarius, Ace of Swords. You, Ace of Cups. It looks like Aquarius has hit the spot with you. You got 2 aces here, so you have communication and you have an offer coming in. Pisces, you have the Hanged Man in reverse, and you have the Emperor card. Well, we know that you guys, you're showing up, right? You're right. The ball's in your court. You've got a Pisces here that doesn't want to see your side, but is kind of, well, if they've been in hiding, they're coming back out. All right. So it shows that they're coming back out, but you've got to make the rules here. All right. That was Aries. Let's go on to Taurus. All right, so I'm just going through with them, guys, because these may be getting long, I can tell. All right. Hello, everybody. And I do want to just say, welcome, Susie. She's been 12 months a member in my channel, and I appreciate you so much. Guys, don't forget to check out my membership. We do a lot of cool stuff over there and energy checks. Thank you. Ooh, that was quick. Taurus. All right, Taurus. Let's see what to expect in love during this new moon energy. Let's see what to expect. What to expect from this new moon energy for Taurus. Taurus. Calling Taurus energy. What do they need to know? What does my Tauruses need to know? Two of Wands, overall energy. So we're off to a good start here. Somebody over here going, ooh, wait. All right, so you, the Six of Pentacles. Your challenge. Is there a person that's challenging you? Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All right, or is it just you're emotional? A little emotional there? I feel like Stewie. I've been watching too many Family Guy episodes. Look at the Two of Cups, all right? The person on your mind. You guys feel the same way for each other. The same way. You got the Six of Pentacles and you got the Two of Cups. When I used to get this combination, I used to be like, this is a really good soulmate. This is a really good soulmate for you. This is a really good person for you. You both have, or you guys are working towards, something solid here, right? You know what you want. The Queen of Cups here. If the challenge is somebody has pulled away a little bit from you, somebody's hurting, somebody's dealing with somebody could be processing. This card is a challenge. The Queen of Cups can be somebody that has a hard time opening up and is overly sensitive to and might not let you know right away. They might pull back and not express to you that, they're unsure, or they're just, they're afraid to be vulnerable. Right? So it can be any or all that, but I'm telling you with this card right here, this is somebody that you guys are developing some deep feelings, or you have deep feelings for one another, and you're on the same page here. So your person just might be processing something or going through something a little bit deeper than that they want anybody to understand or know, or they don't know how to express it, right? So, shit, I don't know how to express half the stuff that's going on in my head. All right, so what to expect? You got the Seven of Cups. All right, what Spirit wants you to let go of or do, the Ten of Wands, and the possible outcome is the Queen of Swords. So you're going to see the truth here. You're going to get it. You're going to understand it. All right, right now it looks like your person is kind of introverted in their own place, doing a little bit of, healing is the best way to put it. All right, we're seeing the Two of Wands and the Two of Cups. Now, the Two of Wands is your person, or the overall energy is you're waiting on contact, or you're waiting on a date, or you're trying to figure out where things are going. But it looks as though both of you are headed, looking out into the, the ocean there, wanting to move forward. You both have plans to get together. You both, something has sparked between the two of you. But you have the Seven of Cups here is what to expect next. And there's still many options, many possibilities. And it seems like the challenge, though, with your person not being as open with their feelings, it may be leaving you kind of feeling a little bit confused. And this here, Spirit saying the Ten of Wands, this is a time not to really make a decision here. You will get to the truth. You will have that conversation. You'll be able to see things from a totally different perspective here with that Queen of Swords. All right. And you'll understand. You'll get that. You'll figure it out. You guys will figure it out. You guys seem to be on the same page. It's just somebody has drifted off a little bit or pulled back their feelings. All right. Seven of Cups is saying here that things may still seem a little bit confusing, but it looks like some of you are just getting things started again, right? Even if it's a renewal, like you just got back together or you just met this person, you're seeing here that there's still some question like, oh, this card too can be there's just so many ways this could turn out. This could turn out amazing. And you both are sitting there looking out at all the possibilities, right? But maybe it is about not pushing too hard or not stressing too much about the outcome. Or if your person is a little bit slow to open up their feelings, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or they're a little bit emotional and then they pull back, right? The Ten of Wands is saying, look, relieve the stress. Don't take on that burden. This has anything to do with you. It seems like this conversation is coming in about, where you guys see each other going. There's a lot of cups here, which tells me that you guys knowingly deep inside feel that you guys are moving forward. You just might not be seeing the actual improvements or the movement in your 3D reality. So it's getting you to question where things are going or what's happening here with the Seven of Cups. So it's triggering you a little bit here. And Spirit is saying, let go of this, right? Because this is going to work out in your favor. You've got a Queen of Cups and you've got a Queen of Swords here. Now, You or another person may be the Two of Wands here, overall energy, can say, I'm trying to close off something from the past. I'm dealing with an ex. I'm dealing with somebody, and it's hard for me to take that next step. That's why the Seven of Cups is here. It's like, all right, we know, we think about each other, we think about the future, but there's just another person or other people that I need to find closure with. But you see, my heart is with you. You see that I'm coming towards you. All right, with these twos here, you're beginning a strong union. The Six of Pentacles is just, you got to just kind of find balance and keep on moving forward here, the Six of Pentacles, and knowing that you're going to get this communication in, and you're going to clearly see where things are going here in the future. Now, it might take a little bit, because this Two of Wands can say, I'm still trying to finish what I'm ending. Does that make sense? I'm trying to respectfully close this past situation so that I can move forward. All right. So you got Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, strong Libra here, Cancer, but it can be Pisces, Scorpio. But I'm going to look at Aries through Pisces for you. All right. Let's see. Aries through Pisces. You and what to expect. Your person and you, what to expect. All right, let's see. The Five of Wands, all right? Sometimes you just got to pick your battles, all right? Look at the Three of Swords in reverse here again, too. This card here is, there's no intention of hurting you. There's no intention of making you sad. And if somebody has hurt you, or somebody has said something that's triggered you, or there's been some sort of tension or fight or drama, all right, this here can be a, let's reconcile. This is stupid. This is just something that's going to pass, right? So we have Aries, the Knight of Cups in reverse, and we have you, the Hermit card. You're like, where are you at? All right, so Aries looks like they've slowed down, all right? And you're kind of hanging out here wondering what the hell. So you may expect little to no communication right now from an Aries, but the light is still on. This card is asking you just to kind of come back home and, take the higher road here. You might need to give some space here. I don't know what's happened. It could be different from each and every one of you, but it does look like Aries here has pulled back their affections right now. Taurus, we have the Page of Wands, and we have you, the Death card, all right? So something is changing here. This is you with another Taurus. You got a Taurus saying, hey, don't leave, right? So if you're trying to leave, or you're thinking something's over, you've got a Taurus here kind of knocking at your back door. I'm going to move on from that. Gemini, we have the Strength card, and we have you, the Fool card. All right, so hang on with you and a Gemini. Gemini's got the little pride here, It's like, I'm not just going to lose my shit. I'm just not going to let go, right? Like you can't. Maybe Taurus, you're ready to kind of skip past everything and move forward. Well, it's a strong bond here, all right? You got Major Arcana, you and a Gemini. All right, things are going to look good. Hang on. All right. Cancer, Six of Cups and the Devil card. So you're calling back your, look at you. You're the devil, Taurus. You are the devil with your Cancer. All right, Six of Cups. Cancer's missing you. Cancer's thinking about you. Cancer's thinking about reaching back out to you. If you're obsessed or have a strong attachment to this is what's causing your problems. This guy right here, Taurus, if you are, super attached and you're worrying and obsessing over it, this is what's going to keep blocking this. But you've got your person here coming in. Your Cancer. Leo, same thing. 8 of Wands, 10 of Cups. Look at you, happy as shit. All right, looks like you guys are moving towards being in a relationship. I expect communication here from your Leo. Virgo, Ace of Wands, you, Page of Swords. Look at that communication you've been waiting on from a Virgo is coming in sooner than you think. All right, Libra, the Hierophant, and you, the Queen of Swords, right? You got Libra on your mind. You feel like they need to say something to you, step up. It looks like they will, right? It looks like you have a conversation coming in about values and what it is you guys want. What's the purpose here? You may be figuring this out with a Libra. Scorpio, 8 of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands. All right, you're worrying about somebody here who's just doing their thing. All right, they're just working. You may be feeling a little bit burnt out, stressed out, worried, consumed by this, or feeling like let down a little bit because there's a setback here. Where are they? They're not paying attention to me. Looks like your Scorpio here is really busting their ass. All right, they're just trying to work through things, and they are very much independent and focused right here. This tells me you guys will pull through this. Don't give up just yet. You may be ready to, but it's saying you got one more go in you. You know you do. You're here. Sagittarius, 5 of Swords. All right, the Lover's card. All right, so they could be lying to you, Sagittarius. You might be thinking that there's another person or there's a lover or something, but you feel feelings for them. You know, you may need to have a conversation with them because the 5 of Swords is showing up. They keep confusing you, or they feel confused, or they're not sure what they want, right? Yes, there's feelings there. The Lover's card, great sex, great time together, right? Great union. But 5 of Swords, maybe there's some drama between the two of you, some head games, or there's some deceiving, right? There could be some deceiving. So you want to reconcile, you may have them come in, but there could be still some deception there. Capricorn, 4 of Cups, you, the 7 of Swords. All right, so you are just not trusting a Capricorn. Capricorn's in a 4 of Cups energy. They're not interested. They're not interested in anything right now. They seem to be doing their own thing, focusing on, you know, themselves, right? They don't see the love you're trying to give to them, right? The 7 of Swords is on your side. You know, are you still sneaking around, trying to figure things out, trying to get things to move? Are you lying to yourself, thinking it's about you? This is saying pay attention to the red flags. Aquarius, 4 of Pentacles. The Hanged Man. All right, so it looks like an Aquarius coming back out of hiding, right? Or you need to pull back and pause for a second, right? The 4 of Pentacles. Aquarius here is not easily opening up their hearts. They're being pretty cold, pretty much it's my way or the highway. And this is about you taking a step back too and just saying, you know what, you need to come towards me. Pisces, 9 of Swords and the 4 of Swords. So there seems to be some regret. All right, your Pisces is kind of, you know, not knowing what to do. A lot of stress over this situation, and the 4 of Swords is asking you, you know, you might not hear from them, to kind of rest, chill. The 9 of Swords is saying that something's really weighing on them, and they may or may not come forth right now. But the 9 of Swords is showing some regret. All right, 27. All right, don't forget I'm going live at 4 if you want to hang out. Let's see, Gemini. What to expect in love with this new moon energy. Gemini. Gemini has been having some, your individual reading the other day really was awesome. Let's see if it shows up here. Because it's been a while, Gemini, since I had a reading that was just so divine, so like spiritual love divine. You know, I mean, like there's some real moments out there. There's some real readings. I mean, there's some real relationships like that. And then there's some that are false, you know, we're meant to learn lessons. But this one here felt like the person is around you. The person is around you. Look at that 4 of Pentacles keeps wanting to show up. All right. That stinker. That guy has a tude. That's my change your attitude. Open up already. Who gives a shit? Stop worrying about money. Stop worrying about all the problems. Stop. It's like, I don't want to go to the beach because we got to save for this, or we can't do this, or, you know, like that kind of attitude. It's like, you know, it's like, open up, loosen up, let the energy circulate. Right. And the 10 of Cups. Right, so we do have somebody here hanging on. Looks like building it. You know, it's like somebody here wants to build something with you. Somebody here is connected to you, but you got this energy here. Somebody needs to let go and quit holding on to something. Let's see you, the King of Pentacles. So you're like, hey, we got this. Who gives a shit, right? Maybe you do got it and they don't, right? What's the challenge? The Page of Pentacles. You might be dealing with somebody a little bit younger than you, or somebody who is, you know, not as well off as you are, or somebody here that's just starting to get back on their feet, right? You could be dealing with somebody who has a kid too. This is a possibility. You know, but this is a lot of Pentacles energy. So this is a lot of money. This is a lot of school. This is a lot of learning. This is a lot of working. This is a lot of material shit. Somebody very focused on, you know, that kind of stuff. And maybe doesn't feel 100% stable about where something's going, but we'll see. Let's see. The person you're in love with, the Justice card, you know, look at that. This is a divine energy here, soul contract. Somebody you contracted something from. Somebody you're contracted to. Let's not put that out there, Gemini. Oh, no. What to expect? We got the 8 of Cups, though. So let's see. What does Spirit want you to know? The Lovers card. And the outcome, the Queen of Pentacles. All right. So, you know, you could have a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have a strong, and we have Libra. We have Gemini. Here you are. And we have the Queen of Wands. You know, you're showing up in what Spirit wants you to do. And this is, you know, you just got to trust in this divine process. This is the divine love I'm talking about. There is somebody here on your mind or around you that is who you're going to build something with long term. It's somebody. But the challenge is trust. The challenge is openness, being open or understanding. All right. So there could be a block here between you and somebody. And I'm getting, you know, what to expect. It seems like there could be some distance between you and this person. Somebody may have walked away, or, you know, you may have walked away from somebody that you're deeply in love with, and they're deeply in love with you. All right. I have a Queen of Wands here. And this is in the outcome position. So the Queen of Wands gets what she wants, no matter what. All right, the Queen of Wands is going to make shit happen, but she's cool about it. She's like, you know what? I know what's going to happen in the future here. Same thing with the King of Pentacles. I know what's going to happen in the future, and that's it. I'm just going to, you know, stick to it. Karma's karma. You know, maybe there's something you guys had to learn, or you're learning from one another. But we do see it will come back into balance with the two of you. Right now, the challenge is there's a block, and you're dealing with somebody here who's pulled back their energy, this 4 of Pentacles energy. You know, something made them mad. Something's bothering them. Something they're holding on to. You know, or something is, they're blocking their heart. You know, they just are like, I don't know what to do yet, or I'm focused so much. And look, you got the 10 of Swords underneath there, and you got the King of Pentacles. So this can tell me that, and there's a Queen of Pentacles here, that somebody is going through or went through a separation. So your person could be moving on, or you could from another person. I don't know. And this is why you're waiting on this person to come forth. With that Page of Pentacles, you haven't had any news yet. You don't know what's going on, right? So that is a potential, because you got 2 kings here and a queen here. So it doesn't matter your gender, but it is showing 2 people of the opposite sex, right? So there could be that somebody has moved on from somebody, and you're patiently waiting. You've got to trust that the 2 of you have this love that will pull you guys together, whoever this is, right? Now, if this is you and another person that have gone through a separation, all right, obviously there's no letting go of you. There's no letting go of you here. But there's that 4 of Cups, somebody with a stinky attitude again about something, right? Maybe that's you. Maybe you have the stinky attitude. All right, so right now I am seeing a block between you and the person that's on your mind. I'm seeing there's a misunderstanding, or there's some trust issue here. It could be with the Justice card here too. Somebody afraid to trust again, or not sure if they can trust you again. You know, it happens. So temporary block, somebody may have walked away from you, but it's only temporary in this reading. We're seeing your hearts will bring you guys back together. This is a soul contract. You guys agreed to this. So welcome to the journey. And the Queen of Wands is telling me that at the outcome of this relationship, you'll get what you want here. Leo, Aries, Sag, King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and you have a Libra energy. So she's going to bring things back into balance, right? Because something needs to be resolved here. So let's see Aries through Pisces. Aries through Pisces. The person that's actually on your mind, let's see you and them and the, you know, what to expect, whatever comes through. Change contract. Null and void. Go into a meditation and null and void that shit. I've done that before. Null, big fat null, and like, done. No more. No more. No more. 3 of Wands, all right? So it's on the horizon. Boom. Right? Keeping things kind of easy and simple in case the eclipse is triggering anybody. Spirit's doing good. Spirit's working for you. 3 of Wands, all right? You just got to kind of face what's in front of you. Face the situation. Keep on keeping on. 3 of Wands, right? You guys are doing the work. You put in the work in. You guys are doing whatever dance you guys do, and you know things are going to come together. Things are going to look good. It seems like you and another person on your mind are both seeing potential. You're serious about the future. You're serious about something. But sometimes this hesitation here and this lack of courage can kind of keep it from coming in. But this is showing forward movement. We have Aries, 5 of Pentacles. Those Pentacles, 4 and 5 of Pentacles showing up today, guys. Where you at? Where's your head at? Look at you, Ace of Swords. All right, you know what you know. All right, this could be you communicating to them, or you know, you need to say something to them. You need to, you know, kind of shine the light on your Aries here. They are dealing with a tough time. The 5 of Pentacles can tell me somebody who just worries about all the worst case scenarios, worries about everything, you know, focuses on all their problems and doesn't see the light, doesn't see the signs from you, doesn't see, you know, you. Cha-ching. All right, but it looks as though some good, you know, communication coming in with your Aries here. Taurus, you got the 3 of Pentacles and you got the 7 of Swords, all right? So you're kind of sneaking around here. You being honest with your Taurus, all right? They're going to figure things out, right? It looks like that's on their side. They want to work things out with you. I don't know if you're trying to sneak around and trying to find something out or seeing if there's a third party, or you're just not trusting them, all right? But it looks as though the Taurus here has a lot in common. It feels like you have a lot in common with them and they want to see where things go. So it's like, I'm going to do what I can to fix things, right, with your Taurus. But you've got the trust issue. Gemini, Knight of Pentacles, Tower card. All right, so you kind of having a meltdown over here, right? Something shocking could have happened, Gemini. Maybe you've gone through a breakup, or you know things just weren't working the way you thought they were. Well, here comes your Gemini, right back in. You know, some things changed, but we still see that there's still some work to be done. But you got an offer coming in from your Gemini. Now, if some of you are going through a breakup, right, there could be an earth sign right up here, right behind you going, hey, don't worry about what's going on. That wasn't worth it. Now here I am. Cancer, Page of Cups, Page of Wands. Looks like you and a Cancer are having a good time, right? You've got, a Cancer here has got love for you, right? You, the Page of Wands, right? You've got, you're very attracted. I know it's the card of, lust and all this other stuff and passion, but it's still there, and it's still, you guys are pages. So it looks like some fun energy coming in with you and a Cancer. Lots of fun communication. All right. So of course the Cancer would be the Page of Cups. They're in love. They fall in love easy, right? Leo, 2 of Swords and the 2 of Cups, all right? So you have no question about Leo. You know they're yours. You know you felt it. And they did too. But they may have to make some sort of choice here between you and another person, or they may feel torn with whatever's going on in their life and the relationship or something that's happened. But you've got the 2s here. So what I'd say here, you may get some sort of communication, reconciliation, but you can't press them to make the choice. They got to make it on their own. Virgo, you got the Devil card, and you've got you're calling in a devil, Virgo. All All right, you're very attached, very strongly attached. There could be a strong sexual attachment, obsession, bondage, whatever. You guys, there's something unhealthy here between the two of you. Are you guys playing games with each other? Do you know what's going on here? But it seems like you can't let go. Very attracted. The Magician card is like, ooh, we're on the same page. So you guys are doing it to each other. This is a mirror, right? Got to check that energy. That's going to come up during the eclipse. Libra, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Star card. So you got a Libra over here really thinking about stepping up their game and taking responsibility here. Very, very compassionate energy. And the Star card is showing you getting your wish here with the Libra. Scorpio. We have the Three of Cups, and we have you, the Eight of Pentacles. Just keep doing your thing. Keep doing whatever you're doing. You got a Scorpio coming in here, maybe asking you out, hanging out, talking, socializing, having a good old time. All right, Sagittarius, we have the Six of Pentacles, the Lovers card. So Sag's ready to give to this connection. We have the Lovers. This seems like a really good energy of a lot of respect here and a lot of love here between you and the Sag. So something looking real good between the two of you. Capricorn, Five of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. All right, you can't fight this fight with the Capricorn. All right, it's like you can't force something. All right, so this is saying, there could be some drama here between you and a Capricorn. There could be some tension between you and a Capricorn. This is just stay grounded and keep doing you. All right, this here says one of you's got to give in here. One of you's got to stop the drama and stop the conflict in order to find some sort of common ground. There is potential for you and a Capricorn to work things out. The Five of Wands is always a turning point. Aquarius, unfinished business. They can't move on from you. All right. And we got the Knight of Wands, you. So you're obviously very passionate about Aquarius, but things are stuck. All right. Maybe you need to slow down for a minute. It seems as though things could still be stuck. There might not be any movement with your Aquarius, but it's not over. Pisces, Two of Pentacles, and you, Five of Cups. They're wearing you out. They keep going back and forth on their promises, or they keep making plans and breaking them. All right, they got a lot going on, or they're juggling a lot, or somebody else. And the Five of Cups, it's just constantly bringing you down. So you've got a decision here to make. It looks as though they're going to keep doing the same thing. They're going to come back in, maybe go back out. All right. Let's see. Cancer. Cancer time. Cancer at 42. Let's see. All right. Let's get a good shuffle for Cancer. Don't forget, if you want a question answered, I am going live at 4. You can catch me over there. Congratulations to Agnes and for winning the reading. So if you want to win a personal reading, just say happy birthday, Aries, on this video or any video this month. And let's go. Let's take a look. I got my eyelash in my eye. Cancer. Cancer. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. What to expect in love during this new moon energy. Oh, that card just wanted to fly. All right, so Five of Pentacles there. Just kind of wanted to fly out. So that 4 and 5 of Pentacles is telling me something. And you got this 4 of Cups, right? So, something is just not making you feel good. All right, you're feeling a little bit bummed out. Feel a little bit worn out. Kind of, it's an overall energy. So it can tell me both you and your person. You need some passion. You need to go out and get it. Go out and get some. All right, Aries energy. All right. But it seems as though something's been wearing you down a little bit and you're just getting sick of, the shit that's been being offered to you and what's going on. And maybe you've been just dealing with a lot and it looks to me like you're just a little bit down. Yeah, just down, just needing a little bit of spark. of excitement in your life. Come on already, right? I'm sick of waiting for this. I'm waiting to exhale. All right, so let's see you, the Lovers card. You notice the Lovers card been coming out a lot today too. So some of you, you know, this eclipse could be bringing in potential relationships. You know, you never know. Even though you're here for somebody, it could be somebody else coming in. You're challenged though. You're worn out. Look at that 10 of Wands. We just had the Ace of Wands. You gotta let down the burdens. You're making something way too hard than it has to be. Let it down. Let it down. All right. So let's see the person, the love person that you're interested in. 8 of Pentacles. You know, it looks like there's a lot of responsibility and work going on here. All we do is work, 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 no play. But you have somebody here that, you know, either avoiding responsibility or is with the relationship, or is just hyper focused and doing their thing, you know, and they're just not giving you any attention. It could be wearing you out, or there's just no room for attention. There's no room to find love. There's no room to get love, no room to get any. All right. There's just a lot of. All right, we got the Magician. What does Spirit want you to let go of? The Queen of Pentacles, the Outcome, the Death card. All right, so you've got an important decision to do, to make right now. It looks as though some of you are torn between work and relationship. We have the Queen of Pentacles, which is showing up as you. And you've got your mind on somebody, and somebody's got their mind on you. We got Gemini, very strong Gemini energy coming in with the Magician and the Lovers. And we got Virgo energy. All right, well, something's got to give. Something's got to give, or something's going to end, right? The Death card is just like a period here. Dot. All right. The challenge is, you know, there's just too much pressure. There's too much carrying, too much weight here. Something's way too hard. And maybe, you know, it's about conversation over work and play, or me taking something too serious here, or being too focused on, or being serious. I just get a very strong serious energy here. Everything is so serious and has to be so, to the point here, rigid with this Queen of Pentacles here. All right, and controlling. There's a lot of control here. So, you know, things aren't going your way. Things aren't, you know, going your way or going your person's way. Now, remember, it can go either way, right? I'm not trying to trigger anybody or make you be like, no, it's not me. It's not my attitude, right? It's not your reading, but it could be somebody else. But what we're seeing here is you're missing passion here, and your person's missing passion, excitement. And we got the Two of Swords here. So it's like your person or you are stuck. All right, we got to make some decision here. We're going to make this work. Are we going to make this happen? All right, we got to make time. We got to move. We got to go somewhere. We got to do something. All right, we got to do something about this. We got to get out of the same old rut. We keep doing the same thing over and over again, and we're either trying to avoid the problem. You got the Magician here. The Magician here and the Lover's card is telling me this is a turning point for you in a relationship. But you've got to make some sort of important decision. And the Three of Cups looks like, you know, going out and having some fun here, celebrating, you know, bringing back the fun in a relationship. But the Two of Swords and the 10 of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles is telling me that there's control over a situation, or there's something that keeps coming up for you guys that you guys are either trying to avoid, afraid for something to end. You don't want something to end, but you're not doing anything to fix it or work on it, right? With this energy. And I just feel like things aren't going your way. You don't want this to be happening this way, right? And so it's about the challenge, the 10 of Wands, not making this, your person might be avoiding you or ignoring you because there's too much stress here. The 10 of Wands, there's a lot of responsibilities on this relationship or you, and I have contemplation, like Spirit really wants you to think about your future with this person. Spirit wants you to think about, you know, you got the Lover's card here, Cancer, and that is we can either focus on the current moment and focus on everything that's important and focus on the problems that are happening now. We can take a look at the bigger picture. You know, where is this going? And is something bothering you that much that it's stressing you out, burning you out that much? I mean, is it worth long term here? because it looks like it, the Eight of Pentacles, it looks like you've invested some time in this connection, but something definitely has to give, or something's going to end here in this relationship. And that might not be exactly what you want. And the Four of Cups here is showing that you're feeling pretty stuck and not sure what's going to happen, but the love is there. And it's just about making the right decision here. The Ace of Wands is telling me straight up, bring some passion, bring some fun into this connection, bring some, new inspiration, try something different. Because whatever you guys have been doing before, it just isn't working. It looks like your person's kind of shutting down and doing whatever it is they do. They're kind of off focusing on their own thing. All right. So something has to change here with this Death card. What to expect? That's what I'm seeing here. Anything is possible with the Magician card. The ball's in your court here. This kind of reading is going to resonate with some of you and not with the rest of you. But if your person feels like they're pulling away or avoiding the situation, it's because things are getting too heavy between the two of you. And there's a lot going on. And they may feel like they're kind of torn between what you want, what you need, because you can make everything happen. You're in charge here, the Queen of Pentacles. And maybe they're feeling like you have a lot of control over the situation. All right. Let's see Aries through Pisces. Aries through Pisces. Hello. Hello. Aries through Pisces. So this is the person that is on your mind. Seven of Swords. Cancer. What's going on with the Seven of Swords? Are you tiptoeing around something? Are you not trusting? You got the Page of Cups. Are you lying about your feelings, or are you just not trusting the situation? You got the Ace of Pentacles underneath that. But there's Seven of Swords here. Aries, Eight of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. All right, so you're still wanting to give it a go with an Aries. They may have moved on, or they're walking away. So this looks like you and an Aries may have a conversation about compromise or about figuring things out. Maybe there's misunderstanding, but the Page of Pentacles is an offering. So it looks as though communication with an Aries, but it looks like your Aries is trying to move on, even though they don't want to. They may feel misunderstood by you, or need more understanding or compromise here. Taurus, the Knight of Cups, and we have the Page of Wands. So it looks like you and Taurus here have feelings for one another. This is Page of Wands, giving something a go here. It looks like tapping into your Page of Wands and having some fun. But I see a possible date coming in with you and a Taurus. Gemini, Three of Swords and the Justice card. So getting, reconciliation, forgiveness with a Gemini. It's like they don't want to move on, and it looks as though very, very sorry or wanting forgiveness, right? Wanting to make something up to you. Cancer, you have the Lovers card and you have the Temperance card. And I was going to show you the Temperance card because that was the next card in the deck, the other deck. And this is showing you kind of recharging yourself with another Cancer, especially very strong energy. You feel a very divine connection with somebody. All right. And these two cards can show, healing energy. And for those of you in the path that have been on the twin flame path in the past, or very strong soulmate connection, if you don't resonate with that, don't go jumping into it and thinking you are, or try to be, because it's not a very easy road. So ask some of these people. But the Temperance card is telling you that if it's this kind of a relationship, you got to go refuel your tank and, just let it go and keep moving forward, and knowing that you guys will restore balance together, especially if you have this strong connection with the person that's on your mind. But this card is saying that you've got to kind of go with the flow, and that's just the bottom line. And the Lovers card with you and another Cancer, Cancer, there's definitely strong love here, a very strong bond. Oh. Leo, the Devil card, and the Eight of Swords. Look at that. I can't hide from this, guys. So if it's not yours, don't get triggered. But the Devil card and the Eight of Swords, there's a lot unhealthy energy here. There could be a strong attachment between you and a Leo. It looks as though you're confused. You're feeling very doubtful. You're not trusting yourself. Remember, you had the Seven of Swords. Are you going back in for another try here with a Leo? I mean, look at the Devil card on the Leo side. I mean, the devil, the person you're connecting with is unhealthy at the moment. They might be dealing with some of their own shit. This doesn't mean this is a bad Leo or a bad person. This just means your Leo is dealing with some shit, dealing with some heavy shit. And, and maybe you keep going in and trying, but you just keep getting nay results, and it's not looking good. It looks like, it's got to like let go a little bit with this Leo. So something can simmer, something can heal. Virgo, you got the Death card and you got the Knight of Pentacles, right? So you still got your mind on a Virgo. You're still hoping for things to move forward. The Death card, your Virgo here might be feeling like things need to end. Nothing's changing. Nothing seems to change. And you keep waiting for change, and you kind of get a little bit of change here at a time. But this is telling me that there's still potential here, or you're hoping for potential. But it looks like right now your Virgo is saying something's got to end here. Libra, we got the King of Pentacles and we got you, the Two of Swords. So you got to make a decision when it comes to a Libra. It looks like Libra has a lot of responsibilities on their plate. It looks like they've got work as a priority. That's their main thing. And it's saying you've got to make a choice. If you feel torn or not a priority, it looks as though they've got their mind set on exactly what they want. And there is potential for you guys to grow in the future, but is that enough for you? Scorpio, the Emperor card, you, the Six of Swords. Looks like you and Scorpio picking up your bags and moving forward. All right. They know what they want, and they still see a potential future with you. Sagittarius, Two of Pentacles, and the Star card, right? So surrender. You got Sagittarius that keeps going back and forth, and they're going to keep going back and forth. All right, they're still going to come back and forth, right? You could be making some plans in the future here with a Sagittarius, but we are seeing the Star card is saying you've got to trust, right? You might have just went through a breakup. You might have just went through a tower moment. This isn't the time to kind of jump in and try to control a situation. You've got to find peace and let go a little bit and do some healing here and let them make their decision as they're coming towards you. Capricorn, Eight of Wands, Six of Wands. All right, so you're going to get what you want here with Capricorn. Looks like they're coming in pretty quickly. The Eight of Wands, some exciting news, some fun, change in pace here. Six of Wands, you guys going somewhere. Aquarius, Seven of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. So yeah, they're stressing you out. Right? Aquarius is, really stressing you out. They're over here with the you're over here with the Nine of Swords. Maybe you feel some regret, anxiety, but your Aquarius is still kind of fantasizing about a future, still thinking possibilities, and it's just something's really weighing on you and with this situation. So it still seems a little uncertain between you and an Aquarius. Pisces, look at this. You and Pisces headed for a good time, right? Trust the process. The Magician card is telling me your Pisces is manifesting you, thinking about you, wanting to work something out with you. All right. So they see the potential in this relationship, and both of you guys are kind of looking towards the future together. All right. Is everybody ready for this new moon? How's everybody feeling today? Let's just take a minute here. Are you guys feeling it? Hello, Lori, Misty, Emma. What's up? Bogdanka. All right. It's been kind of nice. I don't know. It's been kind of chill, some astrologers like to get you all hyped up sometimes, and then it's like, I think so. I think I'm good. Leo, the A. All right, Leo. Let's get a good shuffle for my Leo. This week was better, huh? All right, Leo. Let's see what to expect in love during the eclipse, new moon eclipse. Well, you got somebody coming towards you. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Somebody's showing back up. You know, things still moving. 3 of Cups. We have you, the 5 of Pentacles, though, but it might seem like not much is changing. You look like you're in the 4 or 5 Pentacles and the 4 of Cups is coming up a lot today for the collective. The challenge, the 10 of Swords. So something could be coming up for you around a past betrayal, past breakup, heartbreak, feeling rejected, feeling, you know, at a loss. That could be coming up for you right now. Now, you got somebody coming in, though, but it doesn't look like a whole lot's changed. Your person, the 7 of Pentacles, all right, they're still kind of questionable. So it looks like we're dealing with something that's been really pretty heavy on you. Your person knows it. Your person's like, we got to make some sort of change here. Something's got to happen. So it's like a block in the road, though. But the challenge is, how many times are you going to visit this? How many times are you going to do this? Are you done with a situation? Finally? 5 of Pentacles, it's just, I mean, like you're at a point where you can't even see the potential right now. And it's like sick of waiting for your person here to make some sort of change. Let's see what to expect. The Queen of Swords. What advice for you from Spirit? Page of Wands. You gotta find some light. The outcome, Ace of Swords. All right, so it looks like you will salvage a relationship. You will try again. And it looks like, you know, I feel like this is somebody that you have obviously you have a lot of feelings for somebody. You got a Aquarius, Libra, Gemini here. And neither of you are willing to like give up completely on this relationship, but your person is in question. Your person's like not 100% sure. And I think you know it, but I don't think you're happy either. But you're still the Knight of Pentacles. You guys want to still keep on moving forward, giving it a go, you know, and the Emperor card, the 3 of Cups, it's like, where can we, you know, let's see where things go here. You know, you might have some stuff coming up about past relationships that's really coming up for you, that you feel as though somebody is repeating the same pattern. And it might be wearing you down. It might be really wearing you down. Now, I see the Page of Wands. Spirit like is almost asking you to get up and go out and see what else is out there. You know, you got the Queen of Swords. I can see what to expect is a real conversation. You need to have a real conversation with somebody. You could either be cutting, you know, hey, you need to make a choice here. You know, I'm not, you know, somebody might give you a nice shiny offer, but is this going to happen the same way it did before? Because you seem to have a lot of doubts in this person. A serious conversation coming in with you and this person about where things are really going. It looks like cutting to the chase. This is a bullshit cutter. Look at this. I mean, the Queen of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Ace of Swords. All right. It's like somebody can't make up their mind here. You know, they come back and they say they will. This is an energy of, you know, the Ten of Swords. You've been down this path before. This is somebody that keeps saying they'll change, they'll do something, blah, 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 blah. This is somebody that's like, you know, here I am. I want to work on things. I promise, you know. And no, like the Knight of Pentacles is a really good knight when you have the right cards. But with these cards, it's saying, oh shit, can I trust? Can you trust this? I mean, the Queen of Swords is showing up in on your table. Queen of Swords sees right through the bullshit. Sees right through the bullshit. And you see right through the bullshit. But the problem is that, like, I think you've been in this pattern so long with this person that you still feel as though there's some, with that Seven of Pentacles, they give you just enough to make you think something might change. And you keep getting sucked right back into it. And you've got Spirit wanting you to go check into a hotel that's shiny and bright. All right, go on a vacation, go do something, go find your light again. All right, because the Page of Wands is almost asking you, like, you need to get out there and go find yourself again. But you're getting that communication coming in, and you have free will, but you're still getting the same energy from somebody coming back in towards you. There may be a reconciliation again, an apology, you know, yes, but you see through it. You're going to see through it. You see through it every time. So that's what I'm getting for you. I have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and I have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I do see reconciliation with the Three of Cups, but let's see Aries through Pisces. I promise equals bullshit. I love it. I promise, baby, I'll change. If I have to promise somebody something, it means that I'm putting too much pressure on myself and I already feel guilty. Really, honestly. I'm putting way too much pressure on myself and I'm feeling guilty, and I think that's going to make me do something. I think it's going to help. I promise. I promise. I won't forget. I promise. All right, Aries through Pisces. Ooh, that Ten of Swords. There it is. I want to say welcome. Welcome, Wendy, to the membership. Yay. I'll tell you about it in a sec. All right, Leo. Leo needs to find their happiness. Leo, you need to get an injection of vitamin D. I was thinking of this one. Vitamin K. Vitamin K. All right, Aries through Pisces. I called in some funny guides today in Aries energy, and I don't know. This is what I got. So you guys can all blame it on Aries. The devil. Look at the devil coming back into your life. Look at the devil. All right, Ace of Wands. Hello, Leo. You looking good. And this devil, you're obviously very attracted to this person. Aries, regret. Nine of Swords. You, the Hermit. All right. Like, you know, you've had time to think here. So this could be you going your own way with an Aries. But it does look as though an Aries here is feeling very regretful. And but the light's on. So you'll hear from an Aries, but right now it looks like there's a little bit of distance between the two of you. It looks like it's been a long road between you and an Aries. Taurus, we got the Four of Swords and we got the Hierophant, right? So, You got Taurus thinking, right? This is whatever's going on. You said something. They know your worth. They know what's up. All right. Very strong connection here. And it's looking as though you guys could finally find that commitment you're looking for. But it does look as though a little space is needed. We have Gemini, 6 of Cups, and we have you, King of Pentacles. Keep on hanging on, all right? You, the ball's in your court. You got this, right? You got them kind of reconnecting with you, wanting to reconnect with you. Cancer, Ace of Cups. You, the 7 of Pentacles. So this could be a Cancer coming in, and this is where, you know, you've got to think about it, right? Is this what you want? Is this, it could be good. Ace of Cups is here. Leo, the 4 of Cups. Look at this. The 4 of Cups. All right. Is this another false offer that you're getting? Because the 4 of Cups feels like somebody's really, really letting you down. All right. And you got the 9 of Wands. You've been down this road several times here. And this is like, I don't want to give up. You don't want to give up on a connection, but something's got to definitely change here. It seems like very unhappy and a lot of stress here. It's like somebody either isn't seeing what you're given, or you're not getting the love that you want. You're not getting it. You're not getting any. All right, Virgo, 5 of Cups, 8 of Cups. Looks like you're walking away from a Virgo, going your own way. Looks like they've got some regret here. Maybe feeling bad about something, but the 8 of Cups is telling me you're going your own way. Libra, King of Swords, you, the Tower card. All right, so you may be moving on from a Libra as well, too. It looks like, you know, they've said something, spoke their truth, or, you know, they're coming in to speak their truth, but there's this energy of uncertainty here with you and a Libra. They may, you may just finally lose your shit. Scorpio, Page of Pentacles, and the World in reverse. All right, so we are seeing here that there's unfinished business between you and Virgo, you and Scorpio. Scorpio coming in and say hi. I like the Page of Pentacles, right? I do. Scorpios being very, very sincere when they're coming in with communication. Sagittarius, 3 of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. So Sag is taking you seriously. Sag sees, you know, look at, I'm serious about a future here. Capricorn, 2 of Pentacles, you, the 7 of Swords. Either they can't trust you or you can't trust them. That's why they keep going back and forth. All right, it's going to still keep going back and forth. Aquarius, Knight of Pentacles, and you, the 6 of Swords. So here comes an Aquarius. This could be the one that shows up and says, yeah, I've changed. And you saying, yeah, right. And you either moving on or you guys picking up and moving on together. All right, there's still a chance here. Pisces, we have the King of Cups, and we have you, the 7 of Cups. So it's questionable on your side with Pisces. You're seeing possibilities still, but there's a sort of you want to keep your options open. And they seem to be in love with you, but it seems like you're keeping your options open. All right. That's funny. What did you say? I'm the same way. As I'm saying, I promise, I'm already doubting myself before I even finish my sentence. Yes. Oh, the guilt sets in. All right, Virgo, 11313. All right, let's get a nice good shuffle here for Virgo. Have a great weekend. All right, Virgo. 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 What to expect? What do my Virgos need to know? What to expect in love during this new moon? During this new moon. The Maiden Rising. I love that. The Mighty Mother. The Star card, Virgo. the Page of Wands, the Four Swords. It's time to relax and just enjoy the day. Enjoy yourself. All right, let's see. You, the Queen of Pentacles. There's you right there, right out the gate. The challenge. Ooh, the Devil. That guy. Again. All right, your person, Six of Pentacles. Let's see, what to expect next? The Three of Cups. What does Spirit want you to do? There's that there's you again, Knight of Pentacles. You better move slow. You got another one moving slowly here. All right. You got the Three of Swords. Virgo, you kind of got the same energy here that Leo just got here. You know, the Star card, the Eight of Cups is underneath here. You may be going back and forth constantly with somebody, and you guys keep hurting each other, disappointing each other. It's not over. It's never over. It's never over between the two of you. You guys got too much of an attachment to each other. You guys are either addicted to triggering each other. There's a very strong sexual connection or control. There's a control issue between the two of you, and your person, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's like you both, and it ends in heartbreak every single time. But then you go back, you go in your corners, you take a break, you know, you walk away from each other. Fuck that, I'm out of here, you know, and then you go on a break, and then somebody calls up and says, hey, I miss you. You get together, very strong sexual attraction. Things don't really change. We have a good time. Everything's good, going good. I start getting serious, talking serious. And then something triggers both of us. And then, you know, then the veil's pulled again. And then there's the Three of Swords again. There's the Three of Swords. And then there's the Star. Because you know the Star card is here, and you know that you still see this little glimmer of hope in this relationship, and you're still, as long as that glimmer is there, that person's got a gleam in their eye too. And you both are twinkling at each other, and yet you guys have a lot of the devil energy here that you guys need to figure out, because this guy keeps showing up whenever you guys get together. Either it's a control issue between the two of you, you know, there's some cheating or something else that's happened that you guys can't let go of, or there's an addiction. Sometimes it's just drinking. We drink together and then we piss each other off, and then boom, right? You know, every time we're drinking or every time we get to that second bottle of wine, next thing you know, we're breaking up and we bring back the past or something like that, right? It could be something like that, but it's something definitely, the challenge is you can't let go of something and they can't let go of something, right? But then here I come back again. So you got the same energy, whoever this is, whether it's a Capricorn, Aquarius, all right, we got the Page of Wands coming back in with a little flirty, whatever they say to you, whatever emoji they send, whatever they do to get your attention. And then we have the Four of Swords. So we see healing. Oh, I'm sorry about the last time. I didn't mean it. And then we got the Eight of Cups. And then you got the Six of Cups. And then you got the Justice card. So it keeps going back and forth. You guys can't seem to let go of each other. But yet you guys don't want to deal with your problems. You don't want to deal with what's going on here. And in this reading, some of you Virgos might be like, it's not me. But in this reading, it is showing that it is both of you. It's a mirroring effect. You both are doing it. And each time it comes around, but you, the thing is that you're the Queen of Pentacles. So it says, oh, you know, I'm not telling you anything you don't know. But it could be just that you're trying to control a situation in the wrong way. Maybe there's another way around this problem. There's another way to handle this. Somebody's got to break the chain. Somebody's got to break the pattern, because the two of you are addicted to each other, but somebody's got to break the pattern. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, very strong earthy energy. We also have Aquarius, and we've got a small page here, which kind of, it could be a page, Aries, Leo, Sag, but let's see. Aries to Pisces, let's get into the individuals. Well, Virgo got a different kind of reading. It's almost similar than Leo's, but Virgo got a 3 of Swords, and Leo got a 10 of Swords and a 5 of Pentacles. All right, let's see. Aries through Pisces. What does Virgo need to know about the person that's on their mind? Look at the Empress card. You got to lead the way. You got to lead the way. All right. So there's a chance here to nurture this relationship and for it to grow into something special, whoever it is you're connecting with. Now, the cards for each zodiac sign are going to be a little bit different, but this is the overall energy for it. So it does tell me, though, that there's love there. There's a unconditional love there. There is something deep within. The seeds are growing, you know, but there's a devil that's showing up here that, you know, can be toxic. And look at the Lover's card. All right, so it's a karmic pattern that keeps coming up for my Virgos. Aries, 7 of Cups, and you, the King of Pentacles. So Aries keeps their options open, and it's driving you crazy. You want seriousness. You want things. There's the Queen. You know, you're like, no, 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 no. All right, you got to make a choice here. All right, you know, I'm not waiting on you to run through all your options and then finally make a choice. All right, make a choice already. So this is your Aries is still coming in with this 7 of Cups energy. Like, I giving you all these. I see. Yes, you're right. I miss you. I love you. I think about you. But come on, seal the deal. Taurus, we have the Page of Pentacles and we have the 7 of Wands. So it looks like here they come again, or here they come towards you. All right, you have a Taurus here who's wanting to open up, wanting to see where things go. So it does come with challenges. You may have to, you know, get a Taurus here too. You may have to get to know each other again, or, you know, just take things slow. But I do see you guys pushing forward. All right, Gemini, 10 of Cups, and you, the Death card. You may feel like something's over, but, you know, 10 of Cups is showing Gemini is still invested in this connection. And it looks like you guys, you know, potentially are going to be together. We have Cancer, the Devil card, and we have the 5 of Cups. So there's your Cancer energy. We're seeing, you know, it's draining you. All right. Maybe you feel bad, or you're feeling kind of rejected or constantly abandoned by this person, by your Cancer. But there's a strong attachment and something unhealthy here. They keep triggering your abandonment issues. Leo, the Sun card and the Page of Swords. So some good news coming your way. Leo really wants to talk to you, hang out with you. All right. The Sun card, big hell yes. Virgo, the Queen of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Look at that. The Mighty Mother and the High Priestess. You know what to do. All right. This is you kind of taking a step back and just observing the situation and trying to figure out. Now you really got to trust what to do. You know what to do. All right. But this card here can tell me that you just need to kind of pull back your energy a little bit and, you know, kind of give something a little bit of, let somebody prove to you. Let somebody prove to you. Don't just yap your mouth to me. I want to see you take action. But you do have a Queen of Pentacles here, another Virgo, that looks as though they are pretty committed to you. We have Libra, the Knight of Swords, and you, the 6 of Pentacles. So Libra coming in with some good energy here, wanting to communicate with you. It seems like, you know, let's see where things can go. Let's make some plans. Scorpio, 5 of Swords, and you, the Ace of Cups. Like, you're wanting to give your heart to a Scorpio, but they're the 5 of Swords. It looks like a Scorpio's got a lot going on in their head, or they're not being 100% honest with you about how they feel. Sagittarius, Wheel of Fortune, and the Queen of Wands. So it's your lucky day with a Sagittarius. You got a Sag coming back around. You know, they're very much into you. Capricorn, 2 of Cups, 3 of Swords in reverse. So you and Capricorn reconciling here, or you and Capricorn really getting to know each other. It's seems like there's a green light. Go. We have Aquarius. We have the 9 of Wands. So Aquarius is kind of, you know, burnt out from this connection. You're still manifesting them in, but they're not going to give up. They're going to come back in, but they're at the 9 of Wands. So it seems like they're almost at the edge of, you know, dropping it. Pisces, we have the 7 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. So you're ready for the next step with a Pisces. They're still kind of thinking about it, but it looks like potential for you and Pisces to actually take the next step. All right. Libra. All right, Libra. All right, scales of justice. The Lords of the Truth. The daughter of the Lords of the Truth. All right, Libra. Got me thinking already. Let me see. 4 of Pentacles. There's that guy again. Libra. 8 of Swords. 5 of Swords. Somebody, Libra. The Justice. What's going on? All right. That's a headache. That's a headache. That's a lot of overthinking. Let go. Let it go. I just feel like you gotta breathe. Let the energy go. Let the energy move. That's a lot of noise in your head. A lot of confusion. You, 4 swords, you gotta give yourself a little bit of a reset. Look at all these swords coming in. You got some swords coming at you. You got some swords going on in your head. You got, I don't know if like, you know, you just got a lot on your mind. All right. The Challenge, the Tower card. Yikes. Your person, the Hanged Man. Let's see what to expect. The Queen of Wands. All right, so maybe there's a turning point here. What Spirit wants you to do, the Knight of Wands, take action. Look at the 5 of Wands. You got it, you know. I don't know what's going on, but you're up against something. You're going to have to take control, take the reins of a situation, Libra. Before it gets out of hand, the Tower card. You see something coming, or you've seen something coming, or something is just shaking up here with the Challenge as the Tower card. Like you know something needs to happen, something needs to change before it gets out of control. You've got like the 4 of Pentacles, like what you're holding back for some reason. You might be trying to hold on to something that's not real. And the Tower card is showing up in your reading because it's trying to friggin' knock down the falsehoods. It's trying to knock down what's not serving you. And it's inevitable, right? Something is, you see, you gotta be, you see it. You have to see it because you got the 8 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. You're like in your head, like you don't know what the hell to do. Something's got to change. Now, your person, the Hanged Man, it's like they just keep you stuck. Or they're stuck. Stuck on you or stuck. It feels to me like there's some space between you and somebody, and you're just not certain which way things are going. So to me, it looks like you got to get up and take action here. You're the one that has to make the decision. You're gonna have to be the one to be a little bit more forceful here. Maybe confront someone. This could be a confrontation, but it's well worth it because you can't avoid this Tower card. If you see it coming, be proactive, but think about it before you do it. Because the Four of Swords is here first because it's saying you don't want to get into this mess and say something or do something, or you don't want to make the Tower moment worse than it, than it might be. It's just a shock. It's like a change of events. Maybe this is, you've got the Queen of Wands, and what Spirit wants you to do, the Knight of Wands. Spirit is saying, break out, go do something. It's almost like you need to get out of this energy that somebody's putting you in right now, because I see a lot of swords here and an energy of just feeling stuck and kind of, it's like even the Four of Pentacles is saying you're not letting yourself breathe a little bit. And the Four of Swords is a reset. Give yourself a break, especially if you're going through a Tower moment right now, so that you can think about which direction this relationship is going in. You've got a person here that is just hanging back. It just seems like they're keeping you in limbo. And you're the Queen of Wands. The Five of Wands is telling me the outcome here is, there's some challenges. There could be a confrontation. And the challenge is that it could end up in a Tower moment. It could end up where something turns out to be, you find out some truth, you get to the root of the problem, something gets shaken up, an argument happens, or a breakup happens, or, a Tower moment happens. But it looks like you need to take back your power. Looks like you need to step up and confront somebody about something, because somebody here keeps you hanging. They've got you, in the Four of Swords. It's like you're feeling kind of isolated. You're feeling kind of like, this is like, where's the contact? Where's the contact here? Where's my person? Something's got to change, And I got the Ten of Pentacles and I have the Tower card. So I don't know if some of you, if this is, what's happening is there's something around a job or something around, a current relationship that you just, to me, it feels the Ten of Pentacles is something's breaking down when it comes to your foundation. The Ten of Pentacles, your relationship. And the Queen of Wands, though, is telling me, this is something that, that's going to break you out. Like you've either wanted something or you want something. So it's one of these Tower moments where you see it coming, but you may be trying to avoid it. And I'm getting, you need to confront it. You need to confront your person here, especially if they won't give you an answer or they're just keeping you hanging, keep hanging around, because this is where you got to make a decision and not to let somebody keep you hanging. You may be afraid of saying something to somebody and then losing the relationship because you say something. All right. That's what I got from that. That's what I got. Aries through Pisces. Yeah, I was trying to get something else out of that, but that's what it was. That's the message. All right, Aries through Pisces. Let's get to the person that's on your mind. The Judgment card. So you are making, an important decision regarding your relationship. Aries, the Page of Swords. You, the Two of Swords. All right, so you've been waiting on messages from an Aries. You got them coming in. It seems as though you're kind of confused about the connection, though. So it's up to you here on what you want to do. Maybe they confuse you with communication, or they're not always communicating with you. But I do see them opening up and very interested in you. Taurus, 3 of Pentacles, and we have the 3 of Cups. So you and Taurus, finally getting together, and they see a lot of qualities in you that are similar to theirs, and that you guys could actually build something really, stable together. You guys may have the same friends, same groups. Gemini, the Knight of Pentacles and the Star cards. You got Gemini here coming towards you. Let's make something solid. All right, I like this. So the Star card is healing too. If you've gone through a Tower moment with a Gemini, this is showing me that it's just clearing the path for the truth to come in. And it looks like you and a Gemini, whatever has happened, whatever Tower moment happened, is actually bringing you guys closer. Cancer, we have the Ace of Swords, so they're seeing the signs, and we got the 4 of Pentacles. So you might be stressing about a Cancer. This is saying let go a little bit. Let them see the signs. Let them come towards you with communication. You do see that coming in. Leo, the Temperance card, and we have the 7 of Wands. So, Leo's kind of doing their own thing right now, taking their time. And, this is where that take back your power here. So it does show promise and energy between you and a Leo. But it seems like they're kind of going their own way, doing their own thing, and not, just taking their time, kind of going with the flow. But it seems as though you're like, come on already, let me know what's going on here. Don't leave me hanging. So that's the kind of energy here. But it looks as though you speaking up is going to bring the 2 of you closer together. Virgo, 2 of Cups and the Knight of Swords. So seeing here, you got to be clear about your intentions with this relationship. They have a lot of feelings for you. So it looks like it's about you speaking up and just, expressing your truth to somebody. Libra, 4 Cups, 6 of Pentacles. You're given to a relationship and somebody's just not giving back to you. The 4 of Cups, you feel kind of like your person here just doesn't see what you're doing, doesn't see what you're offering. They're acting disinterested or aloof, and the stupid thing. And you're over here giving and giving and giving, right? You're giving to somebody that's not even receptive. All right, another Libra. Scorpio, 9 of Swords and the Justice card. Scorpio owes you, or has a lot on their mind, but owes you an apology. You may get that apology. It looks like it's weighing in on them. Sagittarius, Page of Pentacles, 6 of Cups. You got that reunion coming in. It looks like reach out to your Sag reach out to you. They'll be very receptive to the conversation. It's like they're very interested in you. Capricorn, the Sun card, and the 5 of Pentacles. So you're feeling uncertain about a Capricorn, but it looks like you're focusing on the negative here. A Capricorn here looking like they want to, hang out, bring back those loving feelings, right? Or just get together and hang out. Aquarius, 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. So you're feeling done and depleted, right? Scorpio, Sag, Cap, Aquarius. And you've got your Aquarius over here, 7 of Pentacles. They're not sure yet either, what to do. Is it really over between the 2 of you? Do we do it again? It looks like you've been down this road before with an Aquarius. You're just feeling pretty burnt out. Your Aquarius thinking the same thing, but it looks as though they're still invested. I don't want to completely give up on this connection yet. Pisces, 8 of Wands. You, the Page of Cups. Here it comes. All right, open up your heart. Maybe this is you standing in your power and telling somebody how you truly feel. Pisces. All right. Hello, Jeff. Let's see. Scorpio time. Where's my stingers? Hi, Aesthetic. Been a minute. All right. Let's see. Here it comes. Here comes my Scorpios. All right, Scorpio. Let's see what to expect in love. I'm giving it to you guys straight, and I'm trying, and I don't know. They're just the cards of the day, and Scorpio, what do you need to know? Guides, help out. Ace of Cups. Well, somebody's got love. It's whoever you look at. Three of Swords, the Five of Cups, the Hanged Man. All right. Well, obviously somebody is thinking twice about walking away from you, or something they did or said or feels bad for hurting you. You know, the Three of Swords. Can we get past this? You know, maybe somebody said something, did something, took something out on you, and because they were dealing with their own pain, and now they're seeing that maybe they shouldn't have did that, or shouldn't have said something they said. You, the Queen of Cups, right? You're over here just trying to process what's going on. Hey, you know what? Every time I get hurt, I just sit back and I go within. And I try to figure it out from within, right? So, I can say this kind of stuff to my Scorpios, because when I say to other people, dive deeper, they're like, meh, but Scorpio, you know what we mean, right? Got to sit with that shit and got to process it and fix it. It's like, all right, you hurt me. You said something, but I know I'm going to be better eventually. It might take me a little bit of a minute, but I promise I'll heal, and I'll never go back to that again. I'll never let that happen again, right? So you are kind of processing something that maybe somebody said to you or did. It stung. Maybe they hurt your feelings, or they broke up with you, or there was a third party. It could have been anything. But the Ace of Cups is saying, here I am. Let's see what your challenge is, though. Nine of Swords. You're like, oh, God, not this again. It's not my shit anymore. Like, you're trying to heal from something, and you're just like, you know what? Let's see your person, the Death card. They pretty much think you've changed, or the problem is, though, is you still carry a little bit of, whether it's guilt or, upset or anxiety over the situation, whatever these swords are, right? I'm not going to try and pretend like I know every sword you guys have in your head, right? Or everything that's happened or everything you've done. But it does look as though, it still weighs on you a little bit, but, and the problem is, your person you might be pulled back, pull away, and your person might be thinking something's ending or something's completely over with you. They've got your energy, right? So whatever's happened between the two of you is changing them as well. Let's see, Page of Pentacles. What to expect? How, what did I used to say? When somebody sends you a text and it's random. Oh, I thought you were a different Frankie. Right? Or, oh, did I leave my sock at your house? That kind of energy. Figuring out some really awkward way to communicate with you. Eight of Pentacles. What Spirit is saying is just keep working, keep focusing on whatever it is you're doing, all right? Because whatever you're doing is making change. There is a lot of grief here between you and another person. The outcome is the Ten of Pentacles, though. So it does look as though whatever is happening here in this relationship, somebody's coming in to communicate because something's not over. You've gone through a lot with somebody here. Now, there's no cups showing up except you processing. So this could be somebody here just feeling like, something I'm not feeling settled with things are not over. Things don't feel completely over with you right now. And, you know, the Eight of Pentacles, you guys are both very loyal, or were very loyal to each other, very committed to this connection. And, you know, but you've had to go through a lot with this person. You've had to heal a lot from this person here with this Nine of Swords. This person's had you guessing, had you hurting, had you thinking, had you in your head. You probably thought of every friggin' thing you possibly did wrong. And, you know, it's like, but here comes this person again. You know, that's a kind of a theme right now. We see people coming back around right now. And, you know, and we've been down this road before. Do you have another time in you? Are you going to get to that Ten of Swords with this person? Or are you completely done with this energy yet? But the Ten of Pentacles tells me that, you know, this could be one of these relationships where, you know, somebody had to friggin' go through a lot of transformation before they realize, you know, hey, you know, I've got, you know, there's still love here. There's still love here. And this can be a reconciliation between the two of you. Somebody may not have realized, you know, look at the Hanged Man says, sometimes you gotta fall in that pit and get stuck before you finally see what's happening around you. And in the moment, it may have seemed like the right thing to do. Somebody may have felt like something was the right thing to do. But after time, if something's still lingering, that Five of Cups, something's still missing, and that pain comes back up, and you can't hide from something. And it seems like it's been a lot on you to heal this. But we see somebody here coming back in. Maybe this is you know, it could be just a friendly thing too. But I got the Eight of Cups. It looks as though somebody wanted to start things back up with you or connect with you, and possibly just saying, hey, hey, what's up? You know, because you got very strong pentacles. So you could be building something here and somebody actually putting some time into this connection. But the challenge for you, though, is the Nine of Swords. Is this can you go down this path again? It looks good in these cards, but, you know, that Three of Swords is still showing up. The Nine of Swords is still showing up. And it says, yeah, I feel the love with you, but, you know, what you've gone through to get to where you're at, the anxiety that this person has put you through, is it worth it, or should you, you know, end it? Let's see Aries through Pisces. So you got one of them coming back around for you. All right, Aries through Pisces. All right, so this is the person that's on your mind, Scorpio. What to expect? You got the Two of Wands. You got somebody hesitant, but somebody ready to jump in and make contact. You know, it's like, I still think about you. I still see you, right? Look at the Seven of Swords. Can you trust me? The Temperance card. Okay, somebody needed to take a pit stop so they could really figure things out. Aries, Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups. All right, so this is your happily ever after with an Aries, Scorpio. Looks like, you know, no matter what we've been through or what we're going through, or if we just met, I don't know what kind of connection you're in, but it's saying here, I feel you, and there's potential. You guys are both kind of saying, you know, this is what I want. Taurus, Nine of Swords. You, the Four of Wands. All right, so Taurus might have some regrets or have a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry or doubt around this connection. You know, something's weighing on them. But it seems like you're happy as shit to have them home or be in a commitment with them. So this could even be, you know, finally resolving something and being able to clear this and move on. So for some of you, this could be a very powerful moment where, you know, it's like, yeah, we fucked up. Some of those relationships some people really fuck each other up in life. And then next thing you know, it's like, You know, you guys either signed up for some serious lesson, but as long as you did the work and learned from it, you come back 2 different people. This could be that. All right. But I feel like right now we're getting into some, deeper type of relationships here. Gemini, we see the Knight of Swords and we see the Five of Wands, right? So you're struggling with a Gemini. You got clear communication coming in, but it seems like a Gemini is quick, like they come in, they leave, right? They're the Knight of Swords. But it also seems like they instigate, right? So they may instigate you and there may be a lot of drama between the two of you. All right, so just be aware that that energy is coming in with you and a Gemini there. So there could be some drama there. Cancer, Three of Pentacles, you, the Ten of Swords, right? So you feel depleted, but you got a Cancer saying, I think we can fix things or we can work something out. Leo, Nine of Wands, and you, the King of Wands, right? So you're looking at your Leo like, hey, you better step up. What's up? You got Leo sweating it, right? But they're not going to give up on this connection. Virgo, you got the Devil card and you got the Page of Cups. You're falling in love with the Devil. Virgo's going through some stuff, all right? But you got a lot of love for them. So it looks like you've got, a Virgo here. You're very strong attached to them. You got some messages coming in from them, communication. Libra, the Ace of Wands and the Tower card. Oh my God, Libra just had the Tower card in their reading. So I know that you guys, don't like when we get these Tower moments or whatever, some of these readings, and we all want really good energy, but Libra just had the Tower card in their reading. And so this is you with the Libra. So we're seeing a Libra wants to communicate with you, but there's a lot of like this, is this the real deal? Is this really happening? There could be some drama happening here, something that really unexpected, but this also could be unexpected communication from your Libra. And, you're just surprised that they came back around. You might be figuring something out. Scorpio, Queen of Pentacles, and you got the Magician card. So you and another Scorpio are very attracted to each other. It could end up in long-term relationship, but you have a Scorpio here that's pretty serious about this connection. Sagittarius, Ace of Cups, and you, the Death card. So Sag thinks it's completely over. Maybe you are over it, but they want to come back in with the Ace of Cups. Capricorn, we have the Hanged Man, we have the World card. All right, so it looks like something's ending or over with you and a Capricorn. Scorpio, Sag, Cap. It seems like you feel like you're finished. You finished. You're sick of waiting. Aquarius, Judgment card and the Wheel of Fortune. So here they come back around. You got an Aquarius coming back around for another shot. Pisces, Four of Cups, and you, the Seven of Pentacles. You're getting tired of waiting for a Pisces too. Looks like, they just can't figure out what they want. They keep refusing your offer and they leave you stuck, right? So you have options. You got a choice here. All right. All right. Thank you, JV. And again, thank you, Wendy, for being a new member, and Susie Q, member for 12 months. Remember, if you join my membership, I do energy checks over there, and we do a lot of cool stuff. I go live a couple times a week, and we have a great group over there. Yes. Yeah. Sagittarius. So these readings were meant to be kind of quicker and just kind of to the point in general. So, whenever we get into eclipse energies and, there can be a lot of things for people coming up, and there's no reason to dig the sword deeper or if anything negative comes up, right? Most people that come to tarot are dealing with a situation that's not seeming to work out for them. They're trying to find answers, and there's some that are not, but see, I have compassion and empathy. All right. Don't forget, I'm going live at 4 o'clock if you guys want a personal reading or you just want to hang out with me. And happy birthday to Aries if you want to win a personal reading. Yes, let's bring some good energy in for Saggy. Here, you know what I'll do. We're halfway through, so let's clear it. Let's clear. All right, Saggy. Let's see what to expect during the new moon, Aries. At one point in my life, I will sit down and write books. All that Gemini energy. You gotta always be doing something different. The Gemini influence. Mercury. All right, shut up, Frankie. Sagittarius. All right. Let's see. 5 of Wands. By Misty. The World card. The 5 of Swords. I just sage. I don't care. Let's see. Let's see. All right. You. The 9 of Swords, Sag. The challenge. The Knight of Cups. You've fallen for somebody and you're like, what the hell did I say? What did I do? What do I do? Your person. Slow down. Chill out. 3 of Pentacles. They got a lot going on. There's things that are happening behind the scenes that you might not be seeing. They seem to be pretty much into this, want to fix something with you, want to get together, want to hang out. Maybe it's more of a coworker, friend. It feels like it's not moving into love. You know, you got the Knight of Cups here, the challenge. It's like, I want an offer. I want a romance. I want this person to tell me how they feel. And you got a person here, the 3 of Pentacles, which can be somebody here that you work with, or, you know, you got a lot in common, but, you know, it's like, hey, let's let the pieces get together. Right? Let's get to know one another. Let's take our time. Let's go out, hang out, figure things out. But, you know, you may have somebody here that has a lot going on in their life and they aren't able to, or they don't see, or they can't reach you right now. But you got the 9 of Swords and the 5 of Wands. It's like you've got a lot of fighting. Like you feel like you got the urge to do something, or maybe you started something or said something, and now you're feeling like, why did I do that? Why did I say that? Why did I cause that fight? Or why did I cause that drama? All right. I don't know. Maybe you didn't do anything wrong and you think you did. Do you ever think about that? You, the 2 of Cups. Well, what to expect next? The 2 of Cups. What Spirit wants you to do? The 2 of Swords. Stop questioning everything. The 9 of Swords is somebody like, what if this, what if that, maybe I should do this, maybe I should do that. I'm trying to go to bed and now I'm thinking about, when are we going to get married? What if this happens? Oh my God, what if they know what if I told them I like them and then they don't like me back? Or, you know, all this stuff. And the 2 of Swords, Spirit is saying, stop it. Right? You're fighting, you're making this too much. You're making trouble when there's no trouble. 5 of Swords. The Fool. Just roll with it. Roll with it. Let it roll off your shoulders. The outcome. The 5 of Pentacles. You got a lot of fives here. So it seems like you have somebody here that, you know, what to expect. You have communication coming in. You have somebody here that's trying to get to know you, or somebody wants to talk to you, somebody wants to hang out with you, or somebody who has love for you. But there seems to be a lot of push and pull between the two of you. And the challenge is you're dealing with somebody who is at the Two of Cups, you know, it's like, hey, I have feelings for you, but they're not being as open with their feelings. They're not taking the next step. They're not pushing for things to go further, and it's stressing you out. And you may be, you know, the Two of Cups is just starting. Things are just getting going. The Two of Swords, things are just getting going. And it looks like the outcome could be, you know, not in your favor, because, and so here, Sag, what I'm seeing here is this is sort of this is a prediction. So this is something that maybe, you know, listen to what the cards are saying so you can prevent it. You may be second guessing somebody's feelings for you because you're afraid to get rejected. Maybe it's happened before, right? And it looks as though you're upset about something that you said or did, because this person's not openly telling you how they feel. They're, you know, the challenge is the Knight of Cups. You're wanting a date, romance, you wanting something, you wanting things to go forward. And this person's like, hey, you know, like, let's just work things out. Let's take things as they go. And the Two of Cups is saying this person has feelings for you. But you may be going back and forth with trying to control the situation, or getting upset, or letting your anxiety get the best of you about this situation. And the Five of Pentacles, like it might end up causing a problem that doesn't need to happen. So I'm not trying to call anybody out, and this may not resonate with everybody. So when I get these kind of readings, you know, I feel like it really is more of a predictive, like you have communication coming in from somebody that really feels you. But as soon as the communication comes in, it's like this person is saying, hey, you know, let's, you know, kind of see where things go. Let's work things out. Let's take our time. Let's fix things. And then you overthink or over worry about, but how do they feel? Are they gonna propose to me? And it ends up that you guys focus on what's not working. It seems like what happens is every time we bring up what's not happening, and then we make it worse than it was. We cause a problem when there was no problem. You have somebody here coming towards you. Walk away with this, Sag. You have somebody coming towards you who has feelings for you and really does want to see where things go. But this energy here keeps getting it to this point here. So the fives tell you, you have the Five of Pentacles, you have the Five of Wands, and you have the Five of Swords. The fives are telling you that this is a moment to really make change. And change, if somebody's coming back around for you, get off the karmic wheel by doing something completely different than you did before. Done. There's no preach, no lecture here, no nothing. I'm just reading the cards. Is there nothing any of us hasn't done before, does, or will do again, or hasn't had to learn a lesson from, right? Let's see. Aries through Pisces. These eclipses, I'm sorry, but they are going to shine a light on the thing that we need to change the most, that we need to transmute, that we need to take a look at. Karma, a cycle, a pattern that we keep doing is going to be shown right up in our face again until we decide to do something different about it. And that's just the truth. Yeah. Aries through Pisces. I'm ready too. You guys, I'm ready. Believe me, I pulled out some hair a little bit, right? I've had some spots. Hanged Man, seeing things differently. You got an Aries here, 9 of Cups. You got an Aries here that's looking good. You, the Emperor card. All right, so you and Aries are off to a good start. There could be this energy here, I desire you. The Emperor card is telling you to kind of figure out where you want to take this, what you want to do. Maybe this is about you stepping up into your power and telling them what you want. But it looks like they're very open to you. They have a lot of feelings for you. Three of Swords, Taurus. Ooh, the Two of Pentacles. All right, you kind of are a little bit not quite sure about, kind of up in the air about a Taurus, but it looks as though they're still kind of trying to figure out how to come back in so you forgive them, or, there could be a reconciliation here, but you may be still kind of up in the air about what you want to do. You don't know, but I do see them coming in for reconciliation. Gemini, 3 of Cups, you, the Moon card, right? So there's a little bit of uncertainty here. And you've got a Gemini here that has a lot of feelings for you, likes to be around you, wants to connect with you. So honestly, I'm picking up an energy from your person that your person's more like go with the flow, and you may be stressing a little bit about the situation. But the Emperor card to me is telling me all you got to do, Sag, is just kind of, get your ducks in a row, figure out what you want and make it happen, right? The Moon card, things are changing with you and Gemini, but it looks like they want to hang out. They want to get together. Your feelings are all over the place. Cancer, 8 of Cups, you, 5 of Pentacles. A Cancer could end up moving on. It's hard for both of you, but it looks like they might be walking away from this connection. Leo, we got the 6 of Swords. We have you, the 4 of Pentacles. It seems like either you and a Leo are going to move on from each other because you can't let go of something in the past, or you guys, there's always a chance here with this card here for me that says if we can let go of something, we can clear the air and move forward, but you got a Leo coming in. Virgo, we have the 2 of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Virgo, very interested in you. Virgo wanting to connect with you. And we have Libra, the Hermit card, you, the High Priestess. So silence between you and a Libra. It looks as though Libra here is just a hermit, wanting to do their own thing, go their own way. They're on a spiritual journey, right? And you got the High Priestess too. Maybe you are too. But it is saying that you guys need to there's a little bit of space between the two of you. And this card here is also telling you to kind of observe the signs, look back, take a step back, watch for signs. Scorpio, 5 of Wands, and we have the Death card. So we have some arguing challenges that could lead to an end in here with a Scorpio. Sagittarius, Page of Pentacles, the Judgment. So a do-over with a Sagittarius. So Sag, you got a chance there. A do-over. All right, the Page of Pentacles. This is about, grounded in on what you want, doing something different, compromise. You got Sagittarius coming in saying, hey, what's up? And the Judgment card is, this is the second chance you've been looking for, or, a fresh start you've been looking for. Capricorn coming in with the Knight of Cups, you with the Knight of Wands. All right, so we are seeing you guys are face to face, and it seems to be real with you and a Capricorn. Aquarius, the Empress card, you, the King of Swords. All right, so it looks like the strong attraction between you and Aquarius, right? Speak your truth, right? This is all about speaking your truth and stepping up, or maybe kind of, grounding yourself in and thinking with your head over your heart, right? For the time being, it seems like an Aquarius here has a lot of love for you, though, very attracted to you. Pisces, 7 of Cups, and you, the Ace of Wands, right? So you get communication coming over to Pisces, but you still have a Pisces here that's keeping their options open. Hanged Man. All right. Let's see. 208. All right, Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. All right. Capricorn, you got 4 cards. 3 of Wands, good start. You, the King of Cups. Your challenge. All right, what's holding you back here? Let's see your person, 9 of Wands. Your person keeping things stressful for you, making things hard for you. Let's see what's going on. All right, what to expect, the Knight of Pentacles. All right. Maybe what you think is going on here has to do with your person here. They're going through something here, the 9 of Wands. Because the Knight of Pentacles tells me that, this is pretty stable. But your person, the Fool card, you might be feeling like the challenge is it's not going anywhere. Like your person's not taking action. And it's kind of stressing you out. You got that Knight of Pentacles here. What Spirit wants you to know, the Lover's card. Possible outcome, Ace of Wands. All right. So I don't know what kind of stress you're dealing with. Somebody here you feel like is not moving towards you. You feel like something's not moving. And I got the 3 of Wands here at the bottom of the deck, and the Page of Wands here underneath, and the 3 of Cups. So you see some fun times coming in here. So this reading already is telling me, if you look ahead here, it's telling me that there's a lot of potential here. You got the Lover's card. The Lover's card is like, don't focus too much on everything that's happening in the moment. Look at the bigger picture too. Look at the different perspectives, right? You're being divinely guided. And the King of Cups here, patience, right? King of Cups is calm, patience, cool. And maybe that's the problem with the King of Cups. It's like you have this strong intuition, and you sense something. You sense somebody's hesitation. You're dealing with somebody that could be hesitating because it looks like they're going through a shitstorm. It's like the 9 of Wands. There's like a lot pressing on this person. They've got more going on than you know. And that's why things are moving slowly. You're seeing improvement. You're seeing improvement with that Knight of Pentacles, but don't expect things to move super fast. I mean, the Fool card, it's like you're ready. You might be a fool for love, right? Your King of Cups can be somebody who's a fool for love. You are in the King of Cups energy. You know how somebody makes you feel. You know what you want. And usually you're right? Usually you're right when you get that feeling. But the challenge is the Fool card, and it's like sometimes the Fool jumps in too quickly. And, it might not be the best time with your person showing up the 9 of Wands. So the hesitation, there's a hesitation for a reason. It's not time to act. It's not time to just jump completely in and be reckless, because it doesn't look like your person can handle much more. And that could be with their life in general, all right? You see the outcome. You see them reaching to you. You see them communicating to you. There's feelings there. So we are seeing here that there is a connection here forming, a relationship forming here between you and another person. Somebody has some feelings for you. But the Knight of Pentacles, what to expect? You got to expect things to move at a slow pace. You got a person here that's very cautious. This person is not going to jump in like this. They are not going to jump in like this. And so the overall energy is the 3 of Wands. It sort of got you thinking, where are things going? I can see the potential here. You got the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is saying, things are just getting started here. The 3 of Wands here, it's like there's potential for growth here in this relationship. And there's a possibility to plan a date, plan to get together, flirt a little bit. But if you're dealing with somebody that's on your mind, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, or even an Aries, Virgo, Taurus, right now you're dealing with somebody that can't take much more pressure. Give it a moment though. Looks like you got somebody coming in here, the Ace of Wands, very inspired by you and feels a connection. And there's potential here for the two of you to build a relationship together. At least, you know, communicating. And it could be a very serious relationship. This is one of these, you know, if it's somebody coming back around that you've been through this before with, this is somebody that you're going to have to move slow with, right? Because obviously the Nine of Wands here, it's like somebody's coming back in, and, you know, this is where the King of Cups kind of is more reserved and says, all right, I got my person coming back in. Let's see how it goes. And the Knight of Pentacles says that you guys really could make things work. So there, you got your good one, Capricorn. All right, Aries through Pisces. Aries through Pisces. I keep seeing that Six of Swords. So, and there it is again, the Six of Swords. So let's see if it comes out again, who gets it, if anybody gets it. But the King of Wands, you're going to get what you want, Capricorn. King of Wands gets what they want. King of Wands, though, is confident, has patience, confidence, takes charge, open up your heart, let it in. The Emperor card. So, like I said, I feel like you've got a really good situation here where two people, very strong people, could end up really making something happen. But in your reading, it was showing me that your person is just like really has got something to where, you know, with that energy, you're working with that energy. It's not the time to just jump in, push at things. You, Aries, the Hanged Man, and the Eight of Wands. All right, so that's the same thing I just said. You know, you're wanting communication, you're wanting things to move, and you got an Aries here that's kind of hanging back. You're in limbo. All right, they're still hanging back right now. So this might be a time where, you know, you might need to slow down a little bit and just kind of give it a little bit more time here to see how things change, how things pan out. Taurus, we have the Five of Swords and we have the Tower card. There's a lot of stress between the two of you. This is like you guys can't seem to figure things out, whether you can't trust each other, you know, or you play games, or you just feel like you guys are constantly blaming each other. Seems like there could be some disruption here between you and a Taurus. Gemini, the Judgment card, and the Five of Cups. So, you know, you got Gemini thinking twice about maybe what they said or did to hurt you. So they could be coming in, or maybe you did something and you feel regretful. You know, you got another round coming in, all right? The Judgment card. Cancer, you've got the Queen of Wands. Cancer doesn't give up. Cancer's coming in. The Temperance card, just kind of go with the flow. You and Cancer, seems like they're very much into you, right? You just got to kind of look at chill, right? You know, that word gets to people, but the Temperance card really does say that's all you got to do. It's just chill. Leo, the Empress card, and the Six. There's a Six of Swords. So you and a Leo, smooth sailing, right? It looks like something's growing between the two of you. Virgo, the Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords. You're overthinking a Virgo, all right? Virgo coming in here with that Knight of Pentacles, right? You're worrying too much. Libra, the Four of Wands, and we got the Lovers card. So you and Libra, it looks as though you guys are wanting the same thing, right? You could end up getting to that next step here in a relationship. Scorpio, King of Pentacles, you the Sun card, all right? So you could end up with a child with a Scorpio if you're in those years. But We have a King of Pentacles stepping up. It looks like a relationship forming between you and a Scorpio. Sagittarius returning, coming back in, and seems like pleasant conversation. You guys getting along, hanging out. Capricorn, the Magician card, and the High Priestess. All right, so it is looking like you've got to kind of take a step back and wait for your Capricorn to take action towards you. Aquarius, 3 of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. So somebody here about to make something real with you, Ace of Pentacles. And Pisces, the 3 of Wands and the 4 of Cups. So, you know, you're not getting what you want right now with a Pisces, right? But you got to hang on, right? You got to keep focusing forward and have the courage to keep moving forward and know things will happen when they're meant to. Right now, you know, you're just not getting anything back that you're putting in. They're not answering the call. All right, Aquarius. 220. I can barely see. This is crazy. All right. Hello, Romy. Hello, NJ. Hello, Jay. All right. Don't forget I'm going live at 4 if you want to hang out with me. Emma. Let's see. Hello, Hannah. Hello, Inner Peace. All right, Aquarius. Sounds like you want to date a hockey player if you're looking for a guy with thick thighs. All right. Or a definite heavyweight lifter. All right, Aquarius, 2 of Cups. Yay. No. Why did I have to do that? Whoop. Whoop. Hang in there. The Tower card. All right. So, you know, you're having to deal with what's not working. But the overall energy is there's a relationship here. There's somebody that you feel very close to. There's something happening here. All right. But then there's something lurking behind the scenes here. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. You, the 5 of Cups. Come on. I prayed so much today and was like, come on, guys. Let's give a good energy. I can't, the cards, you know. The Hermit card is the challenge. Some of you guys have been waiting too long, growing some dust bunnies on your robe. Forgot to shave your legs. It's been a while. Maybe you need to shave your legs so you don't go through a breakup. I'm just playing, guys. I'm just trying to lighten it up here. All right, your person. All right, they see the signs. You got communication. Your person hears you. Your person sees the signs. All right, so you got communication coming in. But I don't know why your head's down in the gutter. Even though, you know, because the challenge is the Hermit card. So the Hermit card is a challenge, is saying like you're either focusing too much on what's happening around you and comparing yourself, or, you know, looking for the wrong signs in a situation, you know, uncomfortable with a situation, not sure which way to go, which way something's going. But it looks as though you're focusing constantly on in the wrong direction. Right? You play together, you stay together. Look at what's coming, what to expect, the 6 of Cups. So you're not going to if you're in this Five of Cups energy, all right, you've got to go get out in the sun, right? Go look at something. Change your mind. Change your mindset. Six of Cups is showing that somebody reaching out to you. Somebody will be reaching out to you. The Ten of Cups, focus on the good stuff. Focus on your future. Focus on what you really want, what you value, is what Spirit wants you to know right now about this connection. Could be a relationship that turns into something more long term, but it looks like you've got something here with this being the challenge. You know, you're afraid of something. You're afraid to let go of something, but you've got to take a different path. We got the Seven of Wands, outcome. And you got the Two of Cups. Now that Tower card and the Queen of Pentacles and the Lovers card underneath that. You gotta let go of something here, you know, the control of the situation or controlling the situation. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody that doesn't like to be vulnerable, let go of control, wants everything to go her way. She'll make everything go her way, but it doesn't look like it's working for you here, right? So you've got to trust here. It looks as though you've got to trust in somebody having feelings for you. Because it looks like you're challenged with trust in somebody, or you may, like, look, the triggers, the Tower, there may have been a breakup, a sudden breakup, and you didn't see it coming. So just be aware that there could be something that could happen that could bring about a sudden breakup, or it has brought up a sudden trigger in, and it might leave you feeling, or it has left you feeling alone, feeling sad. You know, the challenge is you don't want to be alone. You don't want to be single. You don't want to be hanging out here by yourself. You don't want to move on by yourself. But you've got somebody here. You've got somebody here coming in saying, hey, no, you got it wrong. You got it wrong, because this is somebody here that really wants to connect with you. And the outcome is moving forward regardless of the challenges. So you know, I don't know if you're already going through a Tower card, but the Two of Cups, somebody could be going through a breakup. Somebody from your past could be breaking up with somebody. And maybe it's left you feeling this way, and you're still focused on things not working out for you. But it looks like there's a turnaround here. It looks like something's going to change for you. It looks like something's going to change for you, because somebody's more invested in you than you know. But you've got this, the Hermit card is a challenge, is you just keep looking outside at everything going on, or you pay attention to everything that you hear, see, do, and it just makes you feel worse. You got to focus on, you know, what the facts are. Focus on the facts. See through the BS. You got somebody here that has a lot of feelings for you, somebody coming back here, or somebody reaching out to you that wants more than just friendship. All right. And it looks like the Seven of Wands here too. It's like, you know, we might have some challenges here, but I'm ready to bust through them and work through them. All right, so that Tower card could have already happened, or there could be something that happens. All right. If you don't get it, I don't know, rewind it. All right. Okay. Let's see your sign, Aries through Pisces. All right, let's see the person on your mind. We've got the Five of Wands. So it seems like it's one of these things where there's a problem when there doesn't have to be a problem. And there's challenges And we've got the Four of Wands, and you've got somebody who's interested in you, somebody who wants or sees a future with you. But this is tension. This is constant conflict. Or making problems to fix problems. We got to do something different here. So I can see some challenges. Aries, Queen of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles. Seems like they've told you what they wanted, or they're coming in to tell you what they want, right? Seven of Pentacles is, you know, you're stuck on something, or you're unsure yourself on which direction you want to go in with an Aries. But there's potential for you and an Aries here. But you're either thinking too hard, and they're telling you that what they want. They've already spoke their truth to you. Taurus, the Moon card, and the Knight of Cups. Well, you've got love for Taurus, and they keep you guessing. You're not 100% sure. And things are still uncertain right now. Maybe they're not quite sure yet how they feel. That doesn't mean you shouldn't trust it or see where it goes. It just means that the Moon card is showing up, and a Taurus is still kind of trying to figure out how they really feel. Gemini doesn't want to split with you and could be coming in for reconciliation. That Page of Cups here. Cancer, the Justice card and the Eight of Cups. You may be walking away from a Cancer, all right? It's like finding peace, finding closure. Leo, Four of Pentacles and the Lovers card. So you're in love with a Leo, but you can't get them to open up or let go of something, right? They're just too stuck in their ways, wanting things their way, right? But the Lovers card is showing up, and that's a strong bond between the two of you, but you know, have fun trying to pry that coin out of that person's hand. Virgo, Temperance card and the Knight of Wands. All right, so Virgo kind of going with the flow, seeing what's up. It could be about you slowing down a little bit with this Knight of Wands. You might have a lot of chemistry going on. You might want them, but it seems like they're a little bit more chill and kind of, you know, going with the flow. Libra, the Empress card and the Magician card. All right, so you guys are on the same page. It looks like something's happening here. You guys, they see a future with you. Virgo, Libra. Scorpio, Seven of Swords and the Seven of Wands, right? You got to speak up with a Scorpio because it seems like they're not being honest with you and you need to defend yourself. Sagittarius, Six of Cups and the Eight of Swords. You're stressing out about a Sagittarius, but there's that Six of Cups. You know, I don't know what you're doubting. Capricorn, the Fool card and the Ten of Cups. So Cap ready to take a leap of faith. You guys could end up in a long-term relationship, right? The Ten of Cups, the happy moment, being together with a Capricorn. Aquarius, Two of Pentacles and the King of Wands. You got your eye on an Aquarius. And Aquarius, though, too, the Two of Pentacles. You know, you just got to hang in there. You know, you might be kind of all over the place, overwhelmed a little bit. Now, the King of Wands is telling you, you know, ground yourself, stay confident. Things are going to work out with you and Aquarius. Pisces, Seven of Cups and the World card. So Pisces keeps their options open, and that could be causing a lot of tension for you. And that could be why you're pulling your hair out, right? It's still the same. They're still keeping their options open. And so you've got to make the choice. Do you find closure, or do you move on, or do you keep on going with them? All right. Everybody's waking up at 5 tomorrow. I think it's like 6 in the morning or something like that where it's happening. I've been preparing for a couple weeks throughout this whole period. The senior poo. All right, 2:33. 33. Tomorrow's Saturday, right? Yeah. All right. All right, Pisces. It's your lunar return right now. It's Pisces moon right now. Until, I think tonight, Eastern, I think when I go live at 4, it'll be in Aries. Eastern time, 4:30. The Knight of Cups. Let's see you. The 9 of Cups. All right, things looking up. The challenge, 8 of Pentacles. Your person, oh great, the Devil. There's the Devil card. Some of you signs dealing with a devil. The challenge is commitment. You desire somebody who is non-committal or, you know, just procrastinates. I don't know. It is what it is. I mean, you can't. Devil's a good guy. He just wants to hang out. I'm not picking on him. But you got the Knight of Cups and you got the Devil. So you got Mr. or Mrs. Romance, you know, they come in, you can't get enough of them. Oh, you desire them, you want them so bad, but they're not loyal. You just misunderstood, but he's all about pleasure, though, desire, temptation. Can't control their desires. But it does seem like you're very loyal to them, but this person here has a hard time committing to something. You know, and it's like the sex is there, the love is there. You obviously desire them big time. You're wanting marriage. The Star card, you're not letting go of any hope here. You know, and they're coming in. This person, you guys, there's sexual attraction there. But look at the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. It's like you're torn because you know what you want, but you know you're probably not going to get it from this person, but your urges and your temptations keep you going back to hopefully getting this person to change. Let's see what to expect. 8 of Swords, another headache. The Spirit wants you to do. 10 of Swords, possible outcome, you going out there and having fun. All right, bang, I'm leaving because you guys don't want to hear this, right? Your desires, you want somebody who, you know, is unhealthy for you or unhealthy right now. It doesn't mean that. You look at the 10 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. You keep going back to this situation in hopes that it's going to change again, right? Like, I just want what I want. And this person coming back in, but, you know, the 8 of Swords is showing you're still getting the same headache. There's still this nonsense. And the 10 of Swords is like what advice from Spirit. It's like, how many times is this person going to let you down before you say, you know, fuck it? I mean, it'd be different if you're okay with just coming in and hanging out with this person and letting them go. But if you're getting emotionally attached or you're desiring them as a relationship right now, that not getting the commitment and not being, if they sense that, if they smell that on you, this person running, they're going to run from you. Oh, no, I just want to hang out, you know, play that game. Oh, no, I just want to see you. I just want to hang out because we hang out. If we hang out again and, you know, maybe I can change things this time. And then it doesn't. The person senses from you like, oh, they want something more from me that I can't give. And they do it again. And then they leave you. And then, you know, you're stuck like this. And then you're, so this is who's coming back around, Pisces. And the Page of Wands is saying the possible outcome. The Devil and the Page of Wands can be a fun sexual night and give you fun together. And so this is what's gonna come in. So you guys will hang out. You'll do the rinse, wash, repeat. Hopefully in the future it does turn out to be something a little bit better. But it looks as though it's leading to one direction. All right. But nobody can tell you, you know, what you desire, what you want. And the devil and the Nine of Cups, because remember, this devil is influencing the reading. The devil in the Nine of Cups says that it's overindulgence. It's just, I got to have what I want and when I want it, and that is it. And you're going to get what you want. You're definitely going to get what you want. All right. Let's see. Some of you licking your lips and some of you going, what kind of energy is that? All right. Let's see. I think tonight's going to be a pizza night. If you're looking for pancakes at the next day with that person, you better, I don't know, call First Watch and get them Ubered to you. It doesn't look like you're going to get any pancakes with that one. I hope everybody is just having fun with readings and don't take anything too personal, right? It's just what I read. It's how I read. It's what's coming through today. I have a lot of good, awesome days, and then sometimes you just get these ones that the Sun card. All right, so let's see Aries. The Three of Pentacles, you, the Ace of Pentacles. All right, so it looks like you and the person on your mind. You got Aries. It looks like things are looking better, looking up for you. The Sun card. All right, so fresh energy here, getting together, fresh start. And it looks like a little bit more serious, right? Taking something serious. Taurus, the Magician card. You, the Two of Cups, right? So these cards are reading different. These cards are saying here, the Two of Cups, you're in a relationship. Or could be in a relationship with your Taurus. We have Gemini holding back, you waiting, right? So you got a Gemini that's not moving on from you, but yet they're not moving just yet. So there's kind of a situation that they might be dealing with something still in the past and, not ready to move on just yet. So this is just about patience with you because it looks like they're very attracted to you and they are rolling with you. All right. We have Cancer, Knight of Swords, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. So they are definitely interested in you, on their way to you. Leo, Page of Pentacles, and the King of Wands, right? So you got your eye on a Leo, and a Leo is thinking about reaching out to you. Virgo, Two of Swords, Four of Wands. So you're seeing here, kind of confused about which direction they want to go in. You're ready for marriage. You're ready for commitment. You've got your Virgo here, still kind of on the fence, not sure what they want. Libra, Knight of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. All right, so it's just about hanging back. You got a Libra coming in towards you, making an offer to you. Scorpio, Ace of Wands, and you, the Eight of Cups, right? As you might be walking away from Scorpio, but it looks as though they're ready to spark something up with you. Sagittarius, Death card, you, Ace of Cups, right? Something could be ending with a Sagittarius, but you're still trying to keep it going. Capricorn, King of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. Capricorn could be your long term. Look at this. A lot of love here. Aquarius, Queen of Wands, and Two of Pentacles. Right? So you got to, kind of hang on. Things are still up in the air with Aquarius, but it looks like things could really work out for you. Pisces, the Hermit card, and the Two of Wands. So you're waiting on a Pisces, and it looks like you could be waiting a while here with the Hermit card. All right, so they seem to be kind of holding back right now, not sure which direction they want to go in. All right. I love you guys. Today's reads were awesome. I loved today's readings. It's that eclipse energy. Don't take anything personal. They're just temporary readings. I do readings 3 times a week, so the energy is always changing. If it's not your reading today, check your horizon. And if you want your own personal reading, you can get one today at 4 with super chats. And I can't do it from this. I keep forgetting. I can't do it from this. I'll figure it out. I'll definitely figure it out tomorrow, this weekend, or tonight. I'm sorry. This one doesn't let me do it. All right. I have to add you manually. But if you want energy checks, you can join my membership. We have a great crew over there. And I love you guys. I'll see you guys soon. I'm going to give myself a little bit of break, and I'll be on in about 20 minutes. Take care. Ah, Wendy. Yeah, they always intermix. Yes. Wendy, I love that. I'm getting pizza tonight. You know, though, I mean, I always get healthier pizza, you know, if there's such a thing. It's not like I'll try and always get like a veggie or gluten-free or something like that, you know. So, oh, I already got the timestamps, Romy. For these ones, I do them automatically. I do them as I go. But don't forget, I did pick a winner. I hope, I don't know exactly the screen name. I mean, her name, if it's a her, I think it's a her. But congratulations. All right. And let me see. Hopefully she sees this. Congrats. And tomorrow, I think I'm going to be doing, before membership, I think I'm going to do, I stopped at Virgo. I'm going to do Libra and Scorpio. Maybe Sag tomorrow before I go with the membership. So membership won't be as early tomorrow. It'll be after I do Libra, Scorpio, and Sag. So hopefully you guys hang out with me tomorrow. We'll be on just after the new moon, and that would be friggin' awesome. And I will see you guys. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. All right, take care.